Hello.
Okay, it says we are live.
It says we are
It
live.
says we are live.
Let's see if we're
We
actually
haven't gone
live.
live yet for the one I have. Oh, there we are.
Oh, there we
Okay.
go.
Okay, cool. Just double checking.
Hello. It says 3 people are
Okay.
watching, and 2 of them are us, I think,
I think two of them
because
are
we're both
us.
checking.
Yeah. If you're here, let us know. We haven't done this in a while.
It's
So,
been a while.
let us know anything, really. We don't know anything, to be quite honest with
We,
you.
we don't know anything.
You're wasted.
Oh, I got the YouTube notification that we went live. I missed the breath, though. That's sad.
It's okay. I breathed for the both of us.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So if anybody's here, let us know. Otherwise, we're just going to be chatting with each other until other people are here to chat with.
We'll just go into full chaos mode.
We'll do that anyway, but
That's true. We're always in
Also,
full
if
chaos
anybody
mode.
is here, my hair's red now. That's a thing.
Her hair is red.
That's
Mine's badly needs to be done.
2 people.
Oh,
Hello,
hello.
hello,
Hello,
friends.
Rachel.
Hello. Okay, cool. People are here. My hair's red. This is new. It used to be
Very
green. I
red.
know no one's seen me in a while. It's been a minute.
Been a hot
It's
second.
been what did I say? It was like 6 months since we've done like a live or just like a video.
Yeah, I think it's been like 6 months. Listen, stuff happens.
Life is hard. Okay, life is hard. We've been struggling. We've been on a hiatus, an unofficial hiatus, and we're slowly going to try to come back. I'm going to be doing vlogs during Nano, like I always do. So videos will be coming back to Books Before Death very soon.
I always want to try and vlog during Nano, but I never end up doing it. But I will start trying.
Okay,
again.
you end up in all of mine. You are in all of mine. We got dragged to the grave, Casey.
We did go dragged to the grave. I should rewatch your vlogs before.
I know. I feel like I need to too, just to remember how I do them.
Also, just for fun to see what
That's
we're
also I want to do
remember.
another in my writing series. I want to do another video in the writing series before Nano, and I'm running out of time to do that video.
Yeah.
And I feel like I need to rewatch some of my other videos from the writing series to like remember how I sit down and just talk about writing things. Because I wanted to talk about my beta readers.
Does anyone remember?
Throw everyone under the bus. No, I'm just kidding. I won't mention anyone by name.
You can mention me by name.
Oh yeah, you don't count.
That's true. I'm just the other half of your brain.
That is absolutely true. Why? Also, I'm listening to music while we're on here, so if I just start singing, I do that anyway, even if there's not music playing. But there is, in fact, music playing in my ears. So, just so you guys are aware,
we live life like it's TV where there can't be silence.
I literally can't. They tried to make me stop listening to music at work, and I was like, "You fucking thought, bitch! I got some wireless headphones. They suck, but it's okay. I can't function without sound." Constantly blaring in my ear. Oh, now I got the notification that we're live. Cool. So how's everybody doing? How is everyone?
I'm very cold.
Right. I can tell you're cold. I've got my long sleeves on and my door's closed.
I was gonna take my hood off and like make my hair nice, and I was like, I'm too cold to have my hood down. It's too cold. And I could have turned my heater on, but that's loud.
Peter. I'm so tired.
Yeah, it's so hard to
It really is. I think because like all of last year we did our Cosmere read along, and we just got burnt the fuck out.
So burnt out.
Because I mean, like we were doing so much. We went like above and beyond for the things we were doing. Like normal people don't do all the shit we were doing for our read along, and we did it the whole time, the whole year. Actually, it was more than a year because we extended a couple of the months for the Stormlight books.
It was like
so yeah, we went until like January, maybe even February. I don't remember.
I think it was like 14 months.
It might have been, yeah. It was a lot. And then we were like, I can't do it anymore. I need a break. So, but we're trying to come back into it. It's just hard. So much going on, you know. But we will get back to it.
Neither of us have been reading, so.
Guys, I've read like 4 books this entire year.
I've read more because I've been reading manga, but like the last month and a half, I haven't read like anything.
I've been writing all year. All year. I have not really stopped much. So.
It's been going hard.
Yeah. I mean, because I finished what I thought was book 2 in November of last year. Wrote it, thought it was a whole book. And then I was like, okay, time to edit book 1 this year. And I did that. I maybe just finished that. I've been doing it all year. So I haven't stopped. That's why I'm not reading, because it's really hard for me to read while I'm writing at the same time.
Yeah.
And I've been so consistent. And it's like I don't have enough spoons to like do more than one thing. So it's like, well, if I have a little bit of energy, I can either do this or that. And so I've been putting it all into writing.
Yeah.
Because I have the beta readers, and it's like, well, they're all catching up, so I have to finish the fucking thing I'm letting them read before they catch up to where I'm at and fixing it, which I may have done. So.
I remember you having a dramatic November. Didn't you lose your job?
Yeah, there was so much going on.
There was a lot going on. Hopefully we all have a less dramatic November.
November was a lot last year. I feel like it's always a lot.
It's always a lot, but I feel like it was more last year for like everyone. Everyone had like a extra.
We were full crazy. Yeah.
I dislocated my ribs so many times. Yeah.
Was it the number? It was the November before last when I had my tooth pulled, right?
Yeah, November.
And we had a storm light. Yeah, that one was a rough time as well.
Well, we're getting a new Sanderson this year.
I haven't started my reread.
So keep all of your teeth in your head at least.
I'm trying. I make you no promises.
That's fair.
I don't have good teeth, you guys. You have teeth problems.
We both have teeth problems. I'm so tired. Oh, nice.
Nice. That's good. I'd like to leave my job. I don't have anything lined up this okay, but boy, would I love to leave. I did decide to take off 2 weeks in November, so I'm going to have 2 job-free weeks, one of which I'm going to be on a vacation with my boyfriend, so that'll be interesting. I've never traveled during Nano before. I've always wanted to. I don't know why, because I don't have enough like stress during the month, but I'm excited.
Oh, that's good. We love that.
Oh, what's that like?
What is it?
I wouldn't know. I love that for you, though. I'm so happy someone has that.
So nice. I've always wanted to do like a trip where we like go to a cabin.
Yeah.
Like,
I've always wanted. I think the reason I always want to do some sort of like travel thing in November is because of Christina. It's all back to Christina, because she would always do like she did the thing where they did that castle thing, and like they always like do a thing. Yeah, remember they went to the castle?
I remember the castle.
Yeah. And they always like just do fun stuff during Nano. There's always like a thing, something. I mean, less recently because of pandemic and she's a kid now, but you know, in the early Nano years.
In the early Nano. I mean, the reason we both do NaNoWriMo is because of Christina Horner. Everything is her fault.
It's all her fault. Your ribs, her fault.
Exactly. Christina Horner broke my goddamn ribs.
For the next 4 minutes, I'll catch up. Yeah, we haven't been in long, so we'll catch up pretty quick.
Yeah, we haven't been that long.
So welcome to the madness.
I had a wedding in it. Oh my god, that's so much.
Wow.
I have a wedding on the 29th this year, but it's not like a big, like I'm not even really dressing up for it. It's like a friend, very small thing.
It's like local. You don't have to like travel.
It's local, yeah.
It's not like a big old thing.
Not a big thing.
Oh yeah, I forgot my hair's red.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's seen it.
Yeah, I haven't shown anyone because I haven't like taken pictures, and I'm not gonna just like show you guys a gross picture of myself with my hair until it's like I'm pretty. But it's really red. Here you go. My lighting's bad in here, so like it's really red.
It's bright. My hair will be back to
sometimes it's almost NaNoWriMo, and you decide, why write about a character when I can become my character?
Yeah.
So that's what I did.
That's what she did.
I'm in an extra stabby mood. I figured we should really just go the full the full Jillian. Go full Jillian.
Going full Jillian is very dangerous.
I really shouldn't go. That's bad advice. No one should ever go full Jillian.
Okay, Canada's not that bad, but
Israel.
Israel is a
travel. That's a travel.
How long is that travel?
That seems long.
I don't even know. I barely know anything.
Okay. I don't need to be looking at anything else at the moment. All right. Oh, I just got blurry.
You got blurry.
Camera, can we focus? Camera, what are you doing? Okay,
there you go.
Back.
You look.
Okay.
There we go.
There I am. I was like, is that me? Can I just not see right now? Because sometimes my eyes just do that.
Like, no, this time it was the camera. Oh
So
my God, the other night.
Yeah.
The other night when you left for a minute and just your chair was there and it spun dramatically when you weren't in the room and it scared the hell out of me because Silfrena like jumped onto it and then jumped on the desk.
Yeah.
It was a lot. Oh yeah, no direct flights. Yeah.
That's good. I mean, that's not good. I can't read.
Bree did not process that correctly. I
did not process it correctly. I was reading it as I had a direct flight. I was like, that's good. And I was like, wait, really? And then I read it again. I was like, oh, no, that makes more sense. I don't know how to function anymore. My brain's just like mush. So
I hate having to do connections.
Do you guys know what you're working on for Nano?
Yeah, do you have Nano?
Is anybody pantsing it? Or do you guys got projects like planned and ready? What's everybody doing?
What are you doing? I came up with a plan I already regret.
Right. Me every day of my goddamn life. This is just who I am now, and I will never be free. Like, if I think about literally the very, like, to the moment of when I first came up with these characters, it's been like 14 years.
Yeah.
I'll never be free. God, if I move a little bit, it just goes out of focus. You don't do that in Discord camera. I don't know why you're being a mean StreamYard.
Maybe Silfrena upset the camera last night because it went real out of focus when she came. I couldn't see nothing.
Yeah. Gosh, I'm so tired.
It's okay. We're only going to be up until like, I mean, I'll probably be up until at least 2. So it's only like 8 more hours.
8 more hours. We're not going to be live for 8 hours. No,
we're not going to be live.
Misunderstand. We'll probably be here for like 2-ish hours.
Yeah, we'll probably be here for 2, and then we'll continue our nonsense privately.
Yeah. Our private nonsense. Full on pantsing it. I love that.
Hell yeah.
We do love a pant. Oh, I forgot. Let me just boop, boop.
We love pantsing.
Forgetting to tweet my own stuff. Retweet Casey's.
I'm working on a series that I'm working on book 2, but I need to go back and add stuff to book 1. Oh, Bree's doing something similar.
I understand. I understand the pain. I really do. It's a struggle.
Sorry, I got a text.
Do you ever just want to cry?
Every day.
Every day. I just want to cry every day.
I don't know what's been happening to me, but I've been crying more recently. And the Sims announcement from yesterday, I saw like a highlight of it today. It almost made me cry.
Wow. I love that for you.
I don't know what happened. I mean, I am very attached to the Sims, so like, there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I hope it's mermaids.
I also hope it's mermaids.
Mermaids are great.
I'm fine.
It's gonna be an interesting month.
Yeah.
Because
oh gosh, okay.
Of so many reasons. It is the mermaid.
Yay! Tell us about these mermaids.
Tell us about the mermaids if you want to. You don't have to, but
tell us whatever you are comfortable with telling us about the mermaids. Give us like a brief synopsis of mermaids. It could just be mermaids in all caps. That could be the synopsis. I'll take that.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Just say mermaids.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Listen, we're all about vibes here.
God, I love a vibe. Vibes are so much better than everything else. You don't have to think about vibes. You don't need your brain for vibes.
I don't have a brain.
Me neither.
I feel like we used to each have half a brain and we would share it, but I feel like we've lost several pieces of the brain.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you. That's what I wanted. But if you do want to tell us more, I will take it. Yeah.
I guess we should talk about what we're working on.
I guess we could.
While we wait. Do
you want to go first?
No, you go first? Because everyone knows what yours is.
I mean, yeah, I'm just continuing Deviants. This year I'm working on, you know what, I don't actually know. supposed to be working on just book 3. Might be doing book 2 and book 3. redoing book 2, because that's what I fucking did last year. And doing book 3 this year. Is what I would like to do.
We broke everything about 3 weeks ago? Or a month ago?
Yeah, see, okay, I've been editing book 1 all year, rewriting it, fixing it, making it readable for my beta readers, and it was 270 some thousand words, which is too long. It didn't work. But like, I can't just like cut that much out. So it was like, okay, we're just gonna move it all down. So we found a new place to end the book, and then had to like amp that up as the new climax, and then moved everything past that. A full 100,000 words got moved into book 2, which then made a bunch of book 2 move to book 3, which made part of the original plan of book 3 now is moved to book 4, and I don't know where it stops.
We created a book avalanche.
The domino effect is so real, guys, and I literally started crying last night for some reason.
Yeah, because
I remember joking about how I was gonna like start crying, and then I did, and I don't remember what made me cry last night, but I did start crying.
You started crying because of a different reason. Like, it was only vaguely connected, but I think it was just everything.
No, it's all connected, and that's all I ever cry about now.
Okay, Josh. Her name is Hestia. She's ace, probably homo-romantic, going to college in a big city, New York City or Boston, finds out people are going missing.
Ooh.
Rachel's, it's a fantasy novel very loosely based on Little Mermaid, but like the romance, a totally different thing to the original story. Okay.
Oh, that's fun. I love that.
Love that. Is she gonna have the original thing where her feet are stabby? Because that's relevant to me now. Because I have stabby feet days, and I call them Little Mermaid days. So her roommate will not be a vampire. Oh, like the Carmela series.
Nice. But you know what? I support that.
Okay, but what if her roommate is a werewolf?
Casey, no. Casey, rein it in.
No, I can't.
I know.
The classic. Oh no, it was never supposed to be a trilogy.
Oh no.
My plan. A lot of books.
My plan never went past 5 books. Like I always assumed it would go. My plan was like hoping for 7. But my outline of like events that I know for sure are happening in this order went to 5, and now I don't know where we fall because things keep getting pushed forward. So like I do not know how many books the series is going to be. It was never going to be a trilogy though. I don't have that kind of control.
Never going to be a trilogy.
I do not have that kind of control. My fantasy series, which one day I'll return to, is a trilogy, and then it's going to have a sequel trilogy, and that will never change. Don't let me ever 3 books and 3 books. That is all that's going to be. And then the sci-fi series idea I came up with, is that like year before last year, whenever it was.
Last year.
That I then decided not to write because then I got back into Deviants. Mm-hmm. That's just going to be a duology because I don't like sci-fi. I don't like writing it. Technically, Deviants is very sci-fi in the fact that it's, superpowers and advanced tech and stuff, but it's not like, planetary sci-fi nonsense, and that's what that duology is going to be. Deviants is where I'm letting loose and allowing myself to write so much fucking bullshit. So I have to rein it in for everything else.
I had the original idea a decade ago, which is why Josh knows all about it.
I understand.
No feet stabby, but I do have her dramatic fall back into the ocean from the original story. Oh, okay.
Nice.
Currently the main plot, just not with her roommate. I mean, vampires and werewolves are supposed to be enemies, so just say it.
Just say it. Casey always wants werewolves.
I do always want werewolves. What was the thing I sent you like before we got on? It was a Tumblr thing.
It's time to turn our attention to werewolves, and you were like, this is me every day.
Time to shift our attention to werewolves, and it's like our lives right now.
Have I told anyone else the story? Was this during last year's Nano when I had that dream?
Yeah, it is.
During November last year, I had a dream. I don't remember the rest of the dream. I don't know what's happening, but in the dream, other things are happening, and Casey is in my dream, sitting in the corner, like crouched down like a fucking gremlin, going, but what if there were werewolves? Over and over, just repeating that while I'm trying to do other dream nonsense that I think isn't related to like writing and like Nano in November and stuff. And then she's like, but what if they were werewolves? And her project that year was werewolf stuff. So was this year. That was original werewolf stuff. This is fanfic werewolf stuff. But yeah, I had a dream. That's how much Casey is into werewolves. That in my dream, she came into my fucking mind in the middle of the night and was like, but what if they were werewolves? Over and over and over again. I woke up like, shut the fuck up, Casey. I was like, where are you? Why are you in my brain? It was...
You messaged me like right after you woke up too.
I literally did. Normally, like I don't like tell anybody a dream. I'll remember like later in the day after I've woken up. Like I literally grabbed my phone and I was like bleary eyed, like Casey, you fucking bitch, fucking whisper my werewolves. Like it's the most realistic Casey dream I have ever had.
Yeah, like that's something I would do.
Yep.
Yeah. So what if there were older? Okay, you have told it. I was like, I know she's told it to me and Haley and stuff. I wasn't sure.
I was like, I probably mentioned it on one of like the lives we did during.
Yeah, probably
because we did some live stuff. Yeah.
It was so much.
And we will be doing that again this year. I don't know how much.
I don't know how much
live stuff we're going to do. Because normally we do like multiple live show planning preps and like tip advice videos in October. And it's October 19th and this is our first one. So we're late.
And I have a wedding in 10 days.
Yeah. It's like I have a NaNoWriMo in 11 days.
Exactly.
But yeah, we will probably do a couple of like live, like writing sprints and stuff like that.
Yeah, we'll try and do
throughout November. We might do like the kickoff thing we did last year and like the fancy thing we did, all the fun stuff we did. We'll try to plan some of that out if we can.
We'll try and do stuff.
I've heard it multiple times. I love that.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's a good story. That's all my coffee.
Goodbye, coffee.
It's okay. I have soda and water. I should probably drink some of the water first.
And they were werewolves. I think that was just like a plot point that we came up with that I didn't end up using, but instead of and they were roommates and then they were werewolves.
Oh yeah, because I think and they were roommates might be one of the tropes on the wheel.
Yeah,
and I think we were like, well, you could turn that into so many things.
Yeah, I was like, they were werewolves. They were werewolves last year. They're werewolves this year too.
So Casey, you didn't talk about what you're writing. Speaking of werewolves,
I didn't talk about what I'm writing. So
your turn.
About I gave you the exact date, didn't I? It was like September 4th.
It's been like not that long.
It's not been that on September 4th.
Because you didn't make the decision until we were like a little ways into watching.
Yeah.
That was going to be the project. Because you still didn't know what your project was.
Yeah. So on September 4th, people are making for lack of parties last few years. I'm not going to any Halloween things. I don't think I ever would. Because NaNoWriMo, but also
because NaNoWriMo starts that night.
Exactly, but also pandemic.
Hi! Hello!
Hello!
Hi. I have red hair now, I see. I haven't told anyone. Oh my god, I forgot like our other friends also don't know.
Our other friends, no one knows.
My hair is very red right now. I see. Hang on, let me flashlight my head again so you can see how red it is. It's very red. It's not green, it's red.
Darcy. Darcy.
I'll post pictures at some point.
Let's watch the YouTube series Wolfgang. No. Hold on. Let me open YouTube.
No, I have not. Casey's like, speaking of werewolf roommates, excuse me? I don't need to hear anything else. I'm on it.
What series? Okay. Is this it?
You missed the breath again, Casey.
I can't breathe right now.
We put it on there a second time so we would have another breath. We're not struggling. Oh, that's true.
That's a good thing.
That is true. I was about to say, if you're getting invited to multiple Halloween things, you'd only get to go to one if they're all on Halloween. I guess you could hop across. You
could do hops.
Jump into a bunch of different parties. You know, if I had a Halloween party, it would be us sitting in our pajamas with Coco getting ready to write with laptops in hand. That is the Halloween party. Yeah. Which we've done.
Which we have done.
Yeah. Because the very first time I'd lived here for a month before you came to move in with me for a month.
It wasn't even a month. You weren't even there for a month.
I think I was here for like almost like four weeks. It was like 3.5 weeks when you came. Yeah, because I moved in on like October 10th. So.
Archie, am I gonna see you on the 29th? I don't know who's invited or who's going or who can go.
Right.
I'm actually going to an event for the first time since the pandemic started because
I know. Justin was shocked when I told him that you were going to leave the house.
Yeah.
I was like, Casey's going to leave the house for the first time ever. I mean, for like an actual, like a thing, not like doctors or like stepping out to like pick up food, things like that. Like an actual thing.
I'm going to get my booster shot.
Yes.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I'm so excited. I haven't told any of our friends that I'm going to this.
I was about to say, all the people who are actually going, and I don't think you told any of them. You told me, and I'm not going. You don't think you told anybody else who's actually going to be there, which is hilarious.
Told the person who invited me.
I mean, that's important. You do have to tell that person.
I did RSVP. Wolfgang is originally coming out only on full moon, so it was cool. Oh, that is cool.
That's fun. I
love that. I will definitely try and remember to look at. I opened a tab, so I'll try and remember to go back to it later.
In 2 years, she'll find that tab. It'll still be open, mixed with her other 152 tabs.
Listen, they're organized. They're in little, they're in the Hank Green cluster.
Thank God for Hank Green.
Thank you.
What a bless.
I did hear my Discord go out. I was like, what's that? Oh, we have, I don't know what our tea is, but we have a lot of it, I'm sure.
Oh, so much tea.
I don't have any tea, though.
We haven't made videos in 6 months. That's the tea.
We're so tired.
We're so tired.
We're tired. We're struggling. My hands hurt, and it's not even November yet. I mean, my hands always hurt, but they hurt more now.
Buckle up. Me to your hands and buckle the fuck up.
Buckle up, hands.
Buckle the fuck up. Oh my. Red hair. That's true. I have red hair, and Casey's gonna go outside.
And I do have to re-dye my hair. It's like, so I'm gonna re-dye my hair for
Casey's hair is supposed to be like this red.
It's supposed to be red.
Yeah, but Casey's hair is normally red. Mine's normally green. It would have been funny if you had re-dyed yours and we were both just here with red hair. I could have parted the bangs and put on my glasses, and just no one would know who was who. Because we definitely look exactly the same otherwise.
I should just dye my hair green for while your hair.
I mean, that would have been funny. That would have been fun.
That would have been funny. We should have thought of that earlier.
But I didn't tell you guys I was doing red. We could have planned it.
You could have planned it. Yay! That's good.
Good. Thank
your
God.
Laptop.
Yeah.
When your laptop broke during NaNo, it broke on the first day, didn't it?
Yeah, that was 2017.
17. I think it was. 17.
Yeah, because it was 2016. It was 2016.
2016.
Because it was right after that LeakyCon, which was.
It was right after Leaky. Yeah.
It's like 6 years ago this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've been getting all the notifications.
I literally got the notification that it was like 6 years ago today. I met Justin in person for the first time, and I was like, "Oh, look at us go!" So yeah, that was at LeakyCon. Yeah, it was the first day, and then for like 3 or 4 days, I had to write by hand and count my words, and I was doing the bare minimum because I had to write by hand. And then my laptop came, and then I had to like deal with a brand new laptop, and I hadn't had a new laptop in like years, so it was like different. Yeah. And then last year, I knew my laptop was like it's on its last legs, so I planned. I was like, I'm buying a new one before November, and I think I bought it like at the beginning of like October, so I have like a full month to like assimilate myself and get things moved over and like get used to the new keyboard and stuff. Yeah. And I love this laptop now. Like I love it. I hope it stays with me for a long time.
It's a good laptop.
It is a good laptop. The only thing that sucks about this laptop is the webcam sucks, and I have to have external shit for my webcam and my mic, and it only has like it has 2 like USB ports, and one of those is for my mouse. So I have to have an external USB thing plugged in and then everything plugged into that, which is annoying, but otherwise. So I hope that you like your new laptop and that you have a few days to like get acquainted before you have to write on it.
Yeah, or at least that's keyboard isn't too different.
Yeah. It's always like such a struggle.
You're fucking up.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like that was the case with this one. When like I got this one, it was like different, but it feels so much nicer than my old one. So like it took a little getting used to, but it felt better. And also the keyboard's lit up underneath, and I will never have a keyboard that's not lit up underneath again because I can't see anything ever.
That's so nice. But yeah, it's good you're getting the same.
Oh yeah, okay. If it's like the same, then
it will probably be the same.
Like model or whatever, then yeah, that should be fine. Mine was not because my other one was like so old. Because that was the laptop I got in 2016, and then I got this one last year. So I had it for quite a few years.
Quite a few.
Yeah.
What were we? Man. I was gonna say something, and then
you never talked about what you're writing. We got sidetracked.
Okay, so like I was saying, September 4th, Bree's blurry again. September 4th, Bree and I started rewatching Teen Wolf.
Yes, we did.
And we finished it exactly a month later while Haley was at a Teen Wolf party. I feel like this is important to note that we finished rewatching
an unplanned Teen Wolf party
at
New York Comic-Con. Mm-hmm.
Haley thought it was a different party, and instead she walked to do a Teen Wolf party, and she was like, "Guys, what did you do to me?"
Like, listen, we're finishing Teen Wolf right now. What are we talking about?
So we finished it the night that Haley was at the Teen Wolf party, and then sometime I had the idea when we were finishing season 1, and then sometime I think in like season 3, I was like, no, fuck this show. If you haven't watched Teen Wolf, like, we love it, but oh my god,
I finished it the whole show the first time around. I will say I did.
Bree finished it the first time around. I only got through 3A. I think I don't even think I finished 3B. So watching it was an experience. Although I knew all the plot points because Tumblr, but I don't know how they allowed some of the like writing to go because it doesn't make any sense. Like there's just
really doesn't.
So much of it that just like doesn't make sense, and I guess people just didn't question it. They just were like, let it go. So I'm doing like basically a Teen Wolf rewrite, a Teen Wolf redo for Nano. And we've been hyper fixated on it since like season 4, definitely through season 6 was like when we got our super hyper fixation on it, but I feel like it started earlier.
Yeah.
Because we really liked the new kids. Like, they're little babies, and I want to protect them.
Yeah. But yeah, when we started the Teen Wolf, Casey didn't know what her Nano project was. And then during the Teen Wolf, it was like, I just want to fix all of this. And I was like, fucking do it. You've written enough Teen Wolf fanfic in your life anyway. Like, might as well write a full-on entire show, fix it fic. And so that's what's happening. So I realized I didn't post that we're live on Instagram, so that's what I'm doing right now. I seem a little distracted.
MacBook Pro to MacBook Air. Oh yeah, a bit different. MacBook Airs are nice. I think Haley had a MacBook Air for a while. I have a Pro. That's what I'm on right now. I like my Pro. I like my Pros. I've only watched a bit of Teen Wolf, but so many of my friends love it. I know a lot about it. Yeah, like, I love Teen Wolf, but there's so many problems with it.
Yeah, like there's so many things that like the concept, the like original like seed of a thing is like such a good idea, but then like the way it's executed is not done well, and it's like, oh, but this could have been so good, and we were just constantly doing this rewatch, like, oh, but if they'd done this, like literally talking about the ways to fix it. And Casey's like, I'm taking notes now. This is what we're doing.
I'm taking notes. I have so many notes now because we just kept doing it, and it was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna take notes now, and like, because like there's certain seasons where you can tell that they didn't have an end planned, like a finale planned, and they didn't know like who was going to be the big bad and like who was going to be bad at the end of the season. Like in season 4, when they have the benefactor who is running the Deadpool on all the supernatural creatures, like you get to it and you're like, they don't know who this is going to be. Like they have no plans.
Werewolves are there, Casey. Rest assured, werewolves are there.
Okay, I'm glad
it's not the focus.
You have the essence of werewolves.
Josh, what you need to do is like, even if like you don't have any focus on werewolves, it's just like they're there. Make sure you put one in the background as like a little corner gremlin, just whispering about werewolves. The werewolves that whispers about werewolves. Name it Casey.
There you go. There you go.
Your Casey insert is just the little gremlin werewolf in the background whispering about werewolves. Little werewolf hobo on the street.
That's your challenge for November. Make me a werewolf in your story that doesn't have werewolves. That's for everyone, honestly. You know,
everyone, find a way to work in werewolves and make Casey a werewolf in your story. New NaNoWriMo challenge. Go.
NaNoWriMo challenge. Go.
Yeah.
I will also say on our Teen Wolf hyperfixation, we started rewatching season 5 of Teen Wolf 2 nights ago.
We did.
It was Monday.
Not my decision, but I did agree.
Excuse me, Haley hung up on us and you said, do you want to watch Teen Wolf?
I was joking! Did I know we would do it when I made the joke? Yes! That doesn't change the fact it was a joke!
Listen, but you knew we were going to do it, and then we did. We immediately started. So that's fine.
Casey Werewolf will be a red herring, yes!
Yes, I could be a red herring.
I love it.
I'm normally red.
I'm normally red-haired. Red herring.
Exactly, it works.
What was I going to say? Also, fun fact about the Teen Wolf thing. There's a character that I vehemently hated in season 5. And it was my only memory of season 5. Because I watched the whole show in case you never finished it. So we're going through this rewatch. She's watching that stuff for the first time. Yeah. And I'm trying to remember what the fuck happened. And like I'm remembering very vague things. Or like they're slowly coming back to me. And I'm like, all I remember from this season is how much I hate this kid. And Casey was like, oh, okay. And then we watch it and Casey's like, man, I fucking hate this kid. I was like, right, he sucks. And then in season 6, I don't know what happened. They put some crack in that kid. And I love that kid. We're super on that kid's train.
I love this character so much.
So much.
I accept this. Name a character Casey, and only we will know that she is a werewolf.
I love that. Yeah, it's secret werewolf hidden inside.
Secret werewolf.
Secret werewolf.
Yeah, we are deeply attached and hyper obsessed with this character now. I follow the actor on Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah, right
now, and
I don't know what happened.
I don't know what happened.
They put some crack in that kid.
They put some crack in that kid. I say kid, he's 2 months older than me, but I put some crack in that kid.
Younger than me.
It's true.
I'm such an old lady. A werewolf mermaid? Do it. I support the werewolf mermaid.
You can be a werewolf mermaid. Why not? Hybrids.
Yeah.
That's a thing that happens. We don't have to get into the Teen Wolf thing that happens, but
Casey, maybe I'll make the warden Casey also as a secret deviant, and they're just actually like a werewolf.
Actually a werewolf.
They're just actually a werewolf. I do have a shapeshifter who is sometimes a wolf, so it's like having werewolves.
Rachel, it's a baby. I'm not that baby. I'm not as baby as some of our babies.
That's true. We have babyer babies.
We have babyer babies.
We have babyer babies.
Listen,
I'm always glad that Josh is here to like feel old with me, though. You know what I mean?
I'm so happy. Wait, really?
Oh, really?
I think Also, hello. I was so focused on the Jackson, I didn't even realize that you knew. I was like, tell me more.
Tell me more. This time, I like this time.
This time. Yeah, I'm 27. Right. Every time I say my name, age I have to.
A little older than you.
A little older.
I am 31.
Yeah, we're not that baby. We have like 19-year-olds and stuff. Brie, when you posted the double rainbow joke in the Discord the other day, I kept being like, Josh is the only person that's gonna understand that joke.
Josh, the amount of times we make like a joke or a reference, and I'm like posting it like my out of context channels and stuff. I'm like every time I'm like, do you think the kids will understand this joke? And we're like, only Josh is gonna get it.
Josh is gonna get
every time. So like we appreciate your existence and your age.
Bye, Shake Bro.
Oh, right. We love you.
I did not remember that because it's been 6 months.
It's been so long since we've done a live show.
I don't remember anything. But
yeah.
Hello.
Yes, hi. We're so glad you're here.
We're so glad you're here.
Truly.
You've known me since I was 19. Bree's known me since I was 15.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
15, yeah. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
I just turned 30.
Oh,
happy birthday. Congratulations. Oh yeah, the conversation about the
my god, the nun pizza with left beef.
Nun pizza with left beef conversation in the Discord the other day about Eli not knowing it, and then Eli not knowing about the what's it called? The thing. It left my brain immediately as I said it. Harry Potter fan fiction. My Immortal.
Right, My Immortal. He didn't know about My Immortal.
He didn't know about My Immortal, and I was like, excuse me?
Eli being like, I was 9 when that happened, and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, literally, I had like a visceral physical reaction to reading that. I was like,
I had to put my phone down. I was like, I can't handle that.
Yeah.
I was
like,
yeah, I was a minor still. I was
like 21 then, I think.
Con's very young.
I was like barely 21, 22 maybe, 20. I was somewhere around there. I don't. What year was that? 2012? 2013? It was one of those years.
It was one of those years. I think my first con I was 15 at. Yeah, I was 15 at my first convention.
I was 19.
I was very little.
Phyllis was my first one.
We needed like adults.
2012. Look at Josh having the memory of what year anything happens.
Oh, how old was I in 2012? Oh yeah, I was 17 in 2012.
So I was right. That makes sense. I'm glad I was right about that.
We can do math. I know how old you are because you're 3 years older than me, right?
I can't do math. Like almost 4.
Almost 4.
Yeah. I think part of the year it's 3, part of the year it's 4.
Honestly, good job. I went to 4.
I just remember being in that lobby where like the shoe shine chairs were all the time.
Mm.
We did that a lot.
I remember I remember the original hotel more for some reason, like the really early hotel for the first two VidCons more than I remember the other one, and I don't know why.
It was a good lobby.
It was great.
It was a good lobby.
It was sad when we couldn't go into it anymore. Mm-mm. Did I ever tell you about the time I conned Farrah and I into that lobby after we weren't supposed to be in the lobby?
No.
I don't remember what year it was. I think it was probably 2014 because we didn't go in 2015. So it was probably 2014. And the way that you could get into the Hilton lobby where all the people were staying, we didn't want to like ambush anyone or even see any famous people. We just wanted to get away from the screaming fans. So I was like, let's just try and get into the hotel so that we can just sit in peace. And Farrah was like, let's do it. So I had an old Hilton key card in my wallet. And there was a girl arguing with the security guard. And as I walked by, I just flashed him it. And I think he realized as I walked by that it was not the right color. But he was like, fuck it. And so he just let us go in. And we just sat there for like 2 hours. And it was wonderful because no one was screaming.
I just remember I want to say it was 2012. It was that one. And there was like a whole big group of us hanging out in the lobby. And it was like fucking 4 a.m. or something.
Yeah.
And the people kept coming around being like, trying to like find proof, like have a show of proof that we were staying in that hotel because a lot of us weren't. And like one person in the group was trying to be like, no, we're all together. We're all together.
These are my people.
It's like, we're all in the same. This key card's for all of us.
That happened at LeakyCon too. I remember that hotel in Orlando. They kept trying to like kick us out, and like I think 2 or 3 people were staying there, and they're like, "No, we got key cards. We're good."
Yeah, I remember this. I'm pretty sure my first picture with them was outside of a bathroom. That bathroom. It was like very not good lighting.
Okay, so the first conversation I had with what's his name, the guy that plays Darcy. What's the actor's name?
David. Starts with a G, right?
Okay.
David G. Am I right? I actually don't know. That came off.
I don't know.
I'm gonna go with my instinct there because if I don't think about it, I'm probably right.
It's actually with this picture. It's good.
Good. I'm glad.
And also.
Yes. Okay. Look at Josh remembering stuff.
Yes. Okay. So the first time I met the whole Lizzie, no, not the whole, Lizzie cast. The
Daniel, not David. I was close.
Daniel. Oh,
I had the first letter right.
So the first time I met them, we were in the lobby of the hotel, and it was like before the con started, but we were just hanging out. We were talking, and I think Hank Green was there, but we were like, no, we're focused on Lizzie Bennett Diaries, and I was with Farrah again, and we were talking to Daniel, and he said, oh, like Farrah Fawcett, and then we started talking about anal cancer for like 10 minutes because that's Farrah Fawcett died, and that was the first conversation I had with him. And then he remembered us the next day, and I was like, this is forever going to be the first conversation I had with you. That's amazing. And that's wonderful. I love that. You met Josh because of Lizzie Bennett Diaries? That's fun.
That's nice. I love that.
Who was that? I vividly remember the actor that played Fitz being like the kindest, gentlest human being I've ever met. He was so sweet. Mm-hmm. I mean, they were all amazing, but he was like extra sweet. If you do not know the Lizzie Bennett Diaries, I highly recommend watching the Lizzie Bennett Diaries.
I did a rewatch not that long ago. Binged the whole thing.
It was a great web series.
I started watching Ashley's her look back diaries on it, and I was like, it made you want to watch it. And so now I'm behind on the look back diaries because I went back and watched the actual one, and then I got behind on her look through, so I have to go back.
I haven't watched any of the look back diaries yet.
It's fun.
It looks fun. I love her. Mm-hmm. It's always funny when I see a Lizzie Bennett Diaries cast member in something else. Mm-hmm. Like Laura was in Bones for a while, and every time I would watch Bones, I'd be like, "Hey!"
I remember every time I would see her, I'd be like, "I know you."
I know you. We had good conversations.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have a photo with the Lizzie Bennett Diary cast.
You do, because the first picture at LeakyCon Portland, it was we hung out that night at the ball, and the next day I was taking pictures, and I was like, oh guys, look, they're here, and you and me and Haley are in a picture with most of the cast, and you said that was one of the first pictures you ever took with them because you guys don't normally take pictures of people, and I was like, well, I'm your friend now, so now you do.
I just always forget.
It's on my Facebook.
I know. I don't remember his real name, but he was the best. They're at the Fitz episodes on the Look Back Diaries. Oh man, I don't have time to get up on that right now.
Not a fun color. I think my hair's my natural color at that time. Which is upsetting.
Liddy's on Nickelodeon now, like MK.
Yeah, she did the Fairly Odd Parents thing. She's Vicky. I follow her on Instagram, so I saw the updates.
I love that. I feel like I follow her on Instagram too, but I just don't go on in like social medias a lot anymore. She was in Bones, yeah. It was great to see her in Bones. I loved it. And there was that weird commercial that Ashley was in for a while that would come on like every commercial break on the TV. But Brent Bailey. Oh wait, I remember him vaguely. I don't think I ever. No, I think I maybe watched Emma Approved.
Oh no, my hair is blue here. I just have no memories.
Who has memories?
There's a Casey's in the very middle.
That's me.
I'm gonna focus, but yeah, that's a chunk of the cast of Lizzie Bennett Diaries with me and Haley and Casey.
I don't know why, but I forget that Max is part of the Lizzie Bennett Diaries because he's so separated in my head as like, this is my friend Max.
Right, seriously.
But I'm like, oh yeah, he's also in Lizzie Bennett Diaries.
Oh, here's also a picture of that I took of you and Haley with Christopher Sean Bingley.
I love Christopher Sean too. He was.
Oh, that one focused. Look how little Casey was. Look how little Casey was. Casey
I was probably 8 then.
Like legit. That was 2013.
Yeah, we graduated high school in 2013. He's literally on every shelf. I just. It's so fun. It's so fun.
Oh, I got out of focus. So, Nano.
We're talking about Lizzie Bennett Diaries now. This is the Lizzie Bennett Diaries live show.
This is the Lizzie Bennett.
I thought we were going to go on Teen Wolf rants, but I love the Lizzie Bennett.
Not yet. I assume we will.
I held myself back. Yeah. I explained like how my nano project happened, but
without the super tangenting, yeah.
Without super tangenting, and I'm very proud of myself.
I'm also proud.
Oh, bye, Shakespeare. You weren't here earlier. Do you have a nano plan, or are you pantsing it, or are you?
Oh yeah.
Anything? What are you up to for November? I'm trying to do math.
What are you mathing?
I'm trying to figure out what year it is of nano.
It sounds like you're just trying to find out what year we're in right now, and I was like, bro, wow.
Watching Headless. No, I don't think I know what that is. I don't. To be honest with you, I don't watch a lot.
Doesn't watch a lot of TV. No,
I don't watch things. I started writing class.
Fun. That's cool.
That's so much fun. You'll have to update us how your like writing class is going in the Discord.
Let us know what's happening with that, because that sounds interesting. I love that.
Listen, it's fine. The only writing class I ever took was high school, and it wasn't that good because no one else cared about the class. So I feel like if you take like an actual like class where people have chosen it of their own free will, like it's more fun.
Exactly.
I thought about doing a writing class that Sarah McLean does every like year or so, every 6 months. I thought about doing her like romance one.
I didn't know that.
This is a web series. Oh, I have to open so many web series tabs.
That's NaNoWriMo.
Oh, it's Sleepy Hollow, man. I love Sleepy Hollow. I mean, I assumed from the
That's
Headless.
what it was. It's called Headless. Yeah, I assumed it was Sleepy Hollow. Wow. I forgot we go straight from Wolf and Sheep's Clothing to that song. It's such a shift.
Straight from
like, oh god.
We've synced our music so that we can have background noise.
I forget. Is tonight Taylor Swift night, or is it tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night.
Okay.
I think it's Haley.
Because I'm like, if it comes out on the 20th, then it's technically tonight.
Oh, does it come out?
You know what I mean? But or is it the 21st? I don't remember. Anybody know about Taylor Swift? Because if that's also tonight, I don't have time.
I'll definitely also watch it. I'll add it to like my watch eventually list. Oh yeah, that would also be like. Okay, it is the 21st, so it's tomorrow night.
Okay, cool.
Thank you for your Teen Wolf.
She can't untangle anything. It's all Teen Wolf now.
I keep trying to say 901 too, and I keep saying Teen Wolf.
I was like, oh god, if the Taylor Swift drops tonight after doing the live show, and then crying a lot. I want you to know that crying is on my outline for what we're going to talk about in this live show. It's just
it was
crying. I think I put it on there twice, actually.
I cried a little.
Casey's like rubbing her eyes. The crying has started early.
Listen, the crying is never early. It arrives exactly when it wants to.
Oh, okay, Gandalf.
You know that all tears are Gandalf.
All tears are Gandalf. Is that what you said?
Yeah, that is what I said. And yeah, I assume that all music comes out on Friday. That's normally when it comes out.
You think I know what day it is?
You know what?
Honestly,
that's valid.
You guys are holding me too much of a high standard.
Oh.
I was like, I don't have that kind of control over my life.
Over my life.
Also, I normally what is today? What is today?
It's Wednesday.
See, I think I normally work Wednesdays, and that's what's throwing me off.
Yeah, you've been having Tuesdays off, I feel like.
Yeah. I normally have the Tuesday off. Yeah. And I normally work Wednesdays, but I had Wednesday off this week, and I think that's what's throwing me off, not knowing what day it is.
If you guys want to know true chaos, you should know that recently, the last few Mondays when 911 has come back, I've been watching live on video chat with Brie 911 as we also do book planning as I have Tumblr open. So like
we've been so chaotic. I do think we'll probably try to at some point, probably like in November, do what we did last year and do like full chaos video chat stuff in the in the Mages Discord. If there's anybody watching this who's not in the Mages of Pages Writing Discord, link is in the description. Join us. I think everybody here is in there though.
I think yeah.
But if anybody's watching this back and you're not in it,
or anyone
join us. Yeah. And we'll do full chaos fun stuff in the Discord video chat. Because Casey and I are just doing that every night anyway, so we'll not do it privately and everyone can join us. That was really fun when we did that last year. I think we only did it the one time. We did like that was when we did I think our fancy live show, and then we went from the live show into the Discord and then like just continued the night in the Discord.
Yeah, we had like an after party kind of thing.
Yeah, it was like our after party. So maybe like we'll do that same thing again and make it like all one big day of nonsense. Because we love to die. We love to die. Oh, good Josh sharing all these links. Good job.
Thank you, Josh.
Josh, you're so on top of it.
Oh wait, I have a random question for our Discord people. Do you guys have the out of context channel muted? Because we always wonder if we're spamming people. So do you
we post some weird shit in there. And also, I have to assume that everyone has muted that channel. That's in the Discord.
But if
like anybody who doesn't have the full Discord on mute has muted that channel, I assume. But if not, let us know because I'm very curious.
And also, even if you do have it muted, do you go in and look at the random nonsense we say?
Do you read the weird shit we say or out of context stuff?
I was reading some from last night to my mom, and she was like, "You have to stop," because she was laughing so hard. And I was like, "Listen, this is why I broke a rib." I have it muted.
Jump in for a laugh. Okay, see, that's what I assumed most people do. Okay, cool.
Did you?
We were just curious because there was one night when I think we posted like 20 things in like 5 minutes, and I was like, "Yeah, we've got to be annoying the shit out of these people if they don't have this muted. There's no way no one's not muted this by now."
I hope everyone has it muted. Did you when you were by Shakespeare, when you were scrolling through recently, have you noticed in the last month and a half that it's been very Teen Wolf focused?
Have you noticed the quotes that are directly related to Teen Wolf? Because there's a lot.
There's a lot.
I'll be summer,
yeah, that's fair.
Forever. Yeah, that makes sense.
No, I have.
I was like, if anybody doesn't already have Discord, like itself, just muted, then they have to have muted that channel specifically.
I think I only have push notifications for like our Discord.
Yeah, like the Discords that I run I get notifications for, and then I'll just get the like at everyone notifications in any other Discord.
Yeah, everything else is like I can't deal with you.
There's a lot. You'd have to scroll up the past
it's a lot.
Months worth, like 2 months worth. But yeah, you'll definitely be able to pick out some Teen Wolf ones.
I mean, there's names.
It's mostly there's names, yeah.
But also there's some nonsense that like this does not make sense unless you've seen Teen Wolf, and then it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, if you've seen Teen Wolf and you know we were rewatching Teen Wolf, then you would have like you could connect the dot on some.
Yeah, you'll have to like scroll back.
Yeah,
and message me if you find any you really like because I'm curious because we were having a grand old time.
Spoilers. No. Justin outed me with my hair not being accurate to the thumbnail.
I mean, mine's not accurate to the thumbnail either. I really got it.
That's true. It really isn't. I didn't realize until I came in here and looked at you like how not red yours is anymore. I don't think I've like noticed because you always have it up too. You know what I mean? So like, hold on. Like I knew it was mostly the roots, but yeah, it's like it looks very like pinkish, almost like peachy orange in the webcam lighting.
Yeah.
It's normally pretty much the same color. I feel like yours is like a slightly different because it is a different dye. It's like slightly different. I think yours is brighter actually.
Mine's brighter. It's like a fire truck. I look like a fire truck, and I kind of love it.
Yeah.
But I haven't redone it
because the fun thing is when Casey first was going to decide to dye her hair red, she was like, "Okay, pick me the best Jillian red," which is my character Jillian who has red hair. So I went through all of the Manic Panic red dyes and picked out like the one that to me in the picture looked the most correct, and then she used that one. So when I dyed mine red, I was like, well, I won't use one same red, but that's the Jillian red, and that's what I want. So I had to use like the second best. So I got vampire red.
I mean, you could have used the same red. I wouldn't.
I could have, but I was like, I don't know. I just didn't want to. I think it's like when Alex was doing like blues and stuff, I was like, don't use my blue. There's 12 other blues. Use a different blue.
there is a lot of options.
Yeah, there's a lot of options. And I mean, like, they are very similar. So I was like, I'm not going to use the exact same one. And then I can, we can see how. Oh, you made Mikey noises.
It shouldn't even be on this mic.
No, you made noises. It wasn't me. I feel like if it was me, I wouldn't have heard it. Now what's blue pen? No, I don't care about that.
Oh, it is on my microphone. That's weird. Hopefully it sounds fine.
I haven't noticed anything. But also, I'm not like...
It's a good...
Yeah, this color is vampire red, yeah. Casey's red is called pillar box.
Yeah, it's pillar box red.
Yeah.
Do not use pillar box red. I mean, I love it and it looks amazing, but it gets on everything and it never comes out. It's like some dye, like a lot of colored dye, like gets on everything when you first do it. But this is like at least 2 months. It will get on everything.
Yeah.
I don't understand. The science of it does not make sense.
Isn't your hair like a dark blondish brownish color? Or is it
like a light brown?
Trying to remember the last time I saw you. Because it's like you could do red over that if it's not too dark. It just wouldn't be like super bright. You wouldn't have to bleach it.
It would be like a darker red. It would be like a more natural looking red.
Yeah, which would still look cool. So like you could still try it out without bleaching and like see how you like it. And then if like you like it and you're like, oh, I don't want to do it brighter, then you could go back and bleach it and do a brighter one after. So you could.
Yeah.
Because I think your hair's light enough that you could do red over and it would show up.
I can't.
As long as it's not like dark brown, or I mean like red would still show up on that. It would just be real dark.
It would just be real
on your
dark,
roots, yeah. But if it's like dark brown, almost black, then you definitely have to bleach. But like light brown, dark blonde, you can go over.
Bleach isn't that bad. Like if you have sensitive skin or you have psoriasis on your scalp, like it's gonna burn.
Yeah. It is rough. If you've never done it before, have someone help you. or if like you're too scared, go to a salon and just get it done professionally. I don't know how much it costs to like have them bleach it, but
it's expensive, but like it's worth it.
Yeah. Anytime like someone's like, oh, like I'm afraid of doing bleaching. If they have like black hair, I'm like, just do a salon the first time. Like have someone professionally do it. Like it's
also if you have a lot of hair, like I do. It takes me 40 minutes just to apply the bleach, 40 to an hour to just apply the bleach into my hair. So like
Casey's hair is fucking thick.
Like
my hair is thin as paper. You do have psoriasis.
You do have psoriasis. Okay, then it's gonna hurt.
Lighter brown. Yeah, you could do it over a light brown.
You could do it over
the red. You could try that and just like see how you feel about the color. And if you're like, oh, I like this and I want to go brighter, then you could try bleach after the fact.
I think she should just be named by a nerd. I just love that.
I mean, could be both.
That's true. There's always an option both.
Could always do both. Thick and curly.
Yeah, it's thick and
yeah. Remember, you have like the waves.
You'll probably want to go to a salon because it's just easier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
At least the first time. Like
yeah, exactly. The first time, like once you've done it and you've seen someone do it to you and like you understand how it feels and stuff, then doing it yourself would be easier. I think.
Yeah, it's so hard to get it even. And if you've never some parts are darker. Like a lot of times I have to have my mom check like the back of my hair, like right here, because like underneath it doesn't get bleached because I just can't. There's too much of it.
My favorite thing was when I bleached my hair to do this red. I could see that it was still green, and I was like, it was burning, and I was like, I gotta wash this shit out. And as I'm in the shower washing it out, I could still see green on the bottom. Up here got really like bleached, but up down here was still green. But when it was like out of the shower and dried, it was all like just white. So it'll lie to you sometimes.
It will lie to
when
you
it's processing. You won't know, which is why like the boxes always tell you to do like the strand tests and stuff and like check it before you do it all out. But I don't ever do that. I don't follow directions. I've been dyeing my hair since I was 19. I'm 31. I don't need instructions.
I highlighted my hair in middle school, and then I started dyeing it in high school, I think.
I've not gone back to my natural color since I was 19 either.
I mean, I haven't gone back to my natural color since I was. Oh no, I did have that weird middle ground where I was my natural color for a while. I forget about that.
And there was a little period there where you kept natural color.
Yeah,
it wasn't for long though. I think you were natural for a little while, and then you that's when you did the purple. Was after that.
Yeah,
because you were purple for quite some time, and then you did pink, and then you went red after the pink.
I kind of miss my purple. I really like my purple, but I'm sticking with red for at least a while.
Purple's nice. Yeah,
I'm
not gonna keep this red for long. I'll probably go back to it because like the green is who I am. You know what I mean? Like green at this point is my natural color. Like I will always go back to that because it is who I am. Greens and blues, very shades of. But I got the red itch. I wanted to be Jillian.
Yeah, when Brie normally
like I have the bangs.
If that helps, like when Brie, you normally don't bleach your hair when you do the green.
No, I like the first time I do it, I bleach it. But then every time I'm doing it on top of it, because my natural hair color is like a dirty blonde. So it's not like a light blonde, but it's like not like a dark, not a brown either. So it's like a good enough palette. Like with the roots coming in, I don't ever have to bleach it. It just goes back on fine.
Yeah.
But if I'm doing a whole different color, or if like I want it to like be really bright and like vibrant the next time I do it, then I'll do a bleach. I've done a couple of bleaches just to get like a more vibrant green, but I don't do that often.
Acoustic wolves in sheep's clothing.
For those of you who don't know, we are listening to music while we're here. if you missed that,
so
back to Nano. This is what we're here for. What's on my list of stuff to talk about besides crying? We talked about our projects a little bit. Try not to write about Teen Wolf. We asked everybody what they're working on. Oh, we could talk about our Nano Advent stuff.
Oh,
so we mentioned that in the Discord. So Casey and Haley and I decided to do. We got this idea. I got this idea from Christina and Liz, who do the How to Win Nano podcast. Because I think last year they did like little Nano like rewards for themselves, where like they made the secret bags and then opened them on word counts.
Yeah.
Which one you just posted? I think was it Rachel? Somebody posted this in the Discord like yesterday. Same thing, same concept. Somebody posted it. I don't know anyone.
Yeah, I would also not trust after that. I used to just go to the salon like in the mall, and they were great. So
that's fun.
Like that's just like a normal.
I've literally never done dye at a salon, so I have no recommendations or horror stories alike.
Yeah, I think it was just like lords and ladies, like the place like in the mall.
That's funny.
Yeah,
but yeah, we decided we can't do word count rewards because Casey and I are crazy people. Last year we hit 50K on day 10. Yeah, we have no control over ourselves. So we decided that we would just do an actual like advent calendar thing where it's like you open something every day and it's a little like treat for like just doing the Nano. But we're doing them for each other, so we don't know what they are. Because I was like, like obviously it's fun to like make your little things for yourself, but I was like, it's more fun if you don't know what they are because like you made them. So like you might forget, or like you can mix them up so you don't know what you're getting on what day. But making them for yourself isn't as fun. So we've done it so we split the months. So I'm doing half of Casey's, and then like Haley's doing the other half of Casey's, and then like I'm doing half of Haley's, and Casey's doing the other half of Haley's, and then both of them are doing mine. And then we split it so it's like every other day. So it's like Casey will get like one from Haley, and then one from me, and then one from Haley, and then one from me all throughout the entire month. And I think it's going to be fun. We don't really know what any of the other ones have done. I mean, I think Casey and I both know we both went with some stickers. Like we know we have a lot of stickers, but we don't know anything beyond that. I don't think we have any idea what Haley's done.
No, and we didn't set like guidelines really. We were just it's gonna be chill and low key, and
not a lot of like pressure. Like we decided we would have like 3 days in the month where it would be like something like slightly nicer, than like a small, like they're all gonna be small things. So it's like we decided like at the beginning of the month, middle of the month, and the end of the month there'll be something like slightly bigger or nicer or more expensive or whatever you want to take that to mean. But otherwise it's like just like chill little things. But we don't know what we've done for each other. So it's going to be fun. So we'll try to remember to share those like when we open them every day in the Discord and see what we got for each other. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'll try to share like a photo of whatever it was.
Yeah, and if it goes well and we like having done this year, then maybe we'll do it again next year. It might become a tradition. We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
I think I got my last thing in the mail today, so I have to put it together real fast and ship it out.
Yeah, I have not shipped mine yet. I got my last stuff the other day, but I think I need like one more small thing for one of your bags, but like literally like a tiny little thing, just because I have more things in the equivalent days bag for Haley than I do. I only have like one thing in your bag, and like I have like 3 things in here. So I was like, you want something small in that one, but otherwise I'm done. So I'm trying to make them somewhat like equal, even when they're not the same things. Although most of them are very like different versions of the same things, kind of. So
yeah, I was gonna get like a bag of candy and then like give you guys like split the candy bag in half. But then I was like, I'm gonna be tempted to eat the candy, and it's probably not gonna be gluten-free candy. So I'm not gonna do it.
You already know that I'm giving you all the baby Ruths. Is that what they were? I don't put them in a box there. I keep forgetting about them. But I'm not gonna. I was gonna split it up so there was like one in every bag or something. But then I was like, I don't trust that, so I'm just gonna put them like separately in the package. It's like a little just like package of candy, and I'm probably gonna get probably still some of Justin's Reese's to put in Haley's or something. Because originally I was like, well, I could put each one in a baggie, so like for some reason like it's like melty or like leaks out of its wrapper or something. It's like fine, but I was like, I'm just gonna put them separate. And also one of your things isn't gonna fit in one of the bags, so I have to do that one separately, which is day number 14, I think. Day 14.
Yeah, I think I got some fun wrapping paper to do like bigger items. I mean, they're not that big, but I didn't do bags, so I was like, I got wrapping paper and then probably envelopes.
I think everything fit in the bag except for the one thing, so that should be good. Although most of the bags I can like fold down a decent amount, and a couple of them I can't really fold down much at all because the bags were listed as being like an inch taller than they are.
Oh, interesting. So, well, you have extras, right? So could you like merge the bags?
I could do that.
Like a sleeve.
I don't have enough extras for that though. I don't think. It'll be fine.
I
can fold it down a little bit, but it'll be like half an inch that I can fold some of the bags versus some of them I can like literally fold down like halfway.
Yeah.
Either way, I'll try to remember to when I get like the thing like all packaged up, I'll try to take a picture of like all the bags when like they're labeled and ready and show you guys what I did. But yeah, I'm excited. I think it's gonna be fun.
I think it's gonna be fun.
It's fun little motivation. Because we're not allowed to open our bag for the day if we haven't written our words for the day. That's the rule.
Exactly.
Yeah.
To write and then open the bag.
Yeah.
And we're probably going to be on video chat because we're always on video chat.
Exactly.
We've been always on video chat for like months.
Oh my God, I just realized I'm going to have to pack mine.
Oh yeah, you're going to block yours.
Oh my God. Oh Christ. That'll be interesting for that week.
I have an assigned date, so tell us what days they are and I guess I could give you like the smaller ones.
My trip is from the 15th to. We leave on the 15th. Yeah, November 15th to we come back on the 21st. So I could technically open the 15th like that morning before I leave. So I had one less to take with me. I could just like open it before I leave, and then the 21st I can open when I get home. So like 16th through the 20th. I would count those days. Yeah.
Oh no, not the 16th.
Yeah. Not the 16th.
Well. Your 16th one might be fun.
My favorite thing is that on that day is when I have a person in book. Oh, that got moved. That's in book 3 now. When they get their Secret Santa ideas listed in my calendar on the 16th of November. I want you to know.
Good.
I can't talk about my book because I have a beta reader in the chat.
Right there.
Can't and also other Josh.
Back.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, it's fun. Like I've done it like as like giving myself rewards before, and I do think having someone else do it is more fun. But like you can do it yourself.
I've definitely done the thing where it's like literally if it's just like 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 after this sprint I'm allowed to like eat this little cupcake or like things like that. Like I know what it is, but it's like I set myself like after I've written a certain amount of words or at least like done something writing related. If I don't write like the words I need for the day, it's like I've done one sprint, I've done something, I fixed one problem in the plot, like whatever it is. But you can even do the thing where it's like you like make little surprises for yourself and like wrap them up, but then like mix them up so you don't know what you're going to get on which day, so it still is kind of a surprise even though you've made them yourself. I feel like that's the best way to do it when you're doing it for yourself is like mix them up and then so you don't know what it is unless it's like all the same thing, but like if you make different little things or something.
Yeah.
Or even if the thing is like you open a note and it's like, oh, like you can treat yourself with like go get a coffee or something. You know what I mean? Like go, order in or like things like that. Like you could just like make rewards like that where it's like you're like giving yourself permission to treat yourself with something.
Yeah, go have a fun.
Yeah. Eat some fucking ice cream.
That's violent ice cream. Yeah, I've seen a bunch of people do it over the years. Like, and I've done it.
There's so many different ways that I've seen people do it, and I've always wanted to do something like more like what we're doing now. So
like more structured, but for each other.
Because I've never actually done like the thing where it's like I don't know what it is. Like it's just more like giving myself permission to like have a treat or something. Or it's like, oh, like I passed my word goal today, or like I doubled it. I did so good today, so I'm like I'm gonna order some fucking Taco Bell. You know what I mean? Like things like that, where it's like I'm just treating myself, but it's not like a surprise. And I do think like the surprise idea is more fun because like, oh, I can't open the thing and I don't know what it is, and like I love surprises. I have to finish my stuff before I can see what the present is. So yeah, God, I gotta write all those notes too.
I also have to write notes. We're doing notes too for like the days, like little cute things.
Yeah.
Oh, and I gotta do your pre-nano packages. I have to wrap those too. I have pre-nano surprises.
Oh man.
Yeah, but we put. I don't remember when you brought up the advent calendar thing, but we've been talking about it for a while now.
I think it was last year during Gamifying the Game. Exactly. Last year when I was listening to their How to Win Nano podcast, I think it was last year that Liz and Christine were talking about how they did like make little rewards for themselves like that, where like they would like packaged it up so they didn't know what it was, even though they made them for themselves. And then it was like, I think on the word count goals, it was like, one for like 5K and one for 10K. It wasn't like every day. It was like certain milestones. And I was like, that's such a cute idea. And then I was like, that'd be even cuter if we did it for each other. And then like, so we talked about it during last Nano when I first had that idea. I was like, oh, like I saw that they did this and it's so cute. But like, we didn't actually like make it as a real plan. We're like, oh, maybe we'll do that next year. And then it was like a month ago when I remembered, and I was like, guys, I keep remembering that I want to do this. We need time to plan it out if we're going to do it. And I had to get Haley on board because Haley hadn't officially agreed to do Nano this year. And I was like, bitch, I got my teeth in you. You're not going to get free.
You could just do it like you have to write every day, like even if it's just a few words.
Yeah. Like the goal could literally just be like writing every day, like not a word count every day. That's valid.
Yeah, that's valid.
Yeah. Even if it's not like writing every day, like something for the project. It's like, oh, like I've thought of this thing that's gonna like change things. I've fixed a plot hole. Like even if it's just like mentally putting in the work, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like anything that's towards the writing, even if it's not writing.
Maybe counts. It's even I survived this day of November. I get this treat.
That's true.
We've been there.
God, we've been there. I had my teeth ripped out during a November. Like face swole up like a baseball. It was so unattractive.
It was a whole time.
I was all drugged up. And I had to read Rhythm of 4.
And we had to read it.
And I had to write a book.
1,200-page book? Is that how long Rhythm of 4 is?
Did you just say 100-page?
No, I said 1,200.
I heard 100 and I was like, times that by fucking a million. It's no, I think Rhythm of 4 is like 1,400.
Is it 1,400? It's in
Justin just showed us the math. He just showed us the math.
Oh yeah, Justin. Listen, I told him to shut the fuck up. Okay, he didn't look at that.
Justin keeps making fun of us because we're like, oh, we need to reread at Mistborn Era 2 before The Lost Metal comes out. And we have not started. And he was like, oh, like he showed us doing the math of like the word counts or the page counts. I mean, of all 3 Era 2 books. And he's like, oh, it's slightly less than reading one Rhythm of 4. And I was like, that makes me so much less eager to pick up any of those books.
Not help at
like
all.
Just looking at Alloy of Law and being like, oh, it's only like 300 pages like that. I'm like, yeah, that's doable. Showing me that all 3 of them together is slightly less than one giant fucking Rhythm of War. I'm like, oh my God, I can't do that.
That's so many pages altogether.
So many pages.
So many pages. Brie had the wonderful idea the other night to rewatch Teen Wolf, put it on mute, and listen to the graphic audios for Mistborn over top.
Listen.
True chaos right there.
True chaos. That's normal.
I do want to try and reread them, but I don't know.
I really do, but
I'm so hyper fixated. I can't do anything else.
I mean, like it's also possible, like after reading Lost Metal, I'm just gonna want to reread it again. You know what I mean? So like it's possible. Like I did just reread all of Era 2 last year.
Yeah.
So like if I don't reread it and then I read Lost Metal and then I'm gonna be like, oh man, that was like so insane. I assume it's gonna be so insane. And then I'll like be like, you know what, now I want to reread everything. I might do a whole Mistborn reread after that when I've recovered from November. So like really, it's fine.
They're so difficult to write.
Oh my god, big casts are the bane of my existence, and I've hated myself forever because I have 10 main characters, and it's ever growing, by the way, in my book series right now. So when they're all together, it's like, this is the worst thing I've ever done to myself. It's the worst thing.
Listen, that's why when I'm doing Team Wolf thing, I'm not killing anyone, but I am sending them to places because I don't want to deal with them all. There's too many.
And also complex fantasy worlds are terrible. Oh, yeah, I'm so bad. It's so funny to me because fantasy is like what I like to read. Like that's what I read the most, and that's what I'm like the worst at writing. Because like you have to like obviously like you have to make everything make sense. And like you have to build an entire world and then make everything make sense and like all these moving parts. It's so hard. Like anybody who can do that, I'm like, teach me your ways, because like I'm not that good at writing fantasy. I have a fantasy series that works, and I've benched it for so long now because of that.
It's so complicated. You have to have like a full understanding of like the infrastructure of like places and also the politics of places.
Yeah. It's like so much like when you start trying to build a world, it's like you realize there's so much more to it than like just like, oh, I just need to make a fantasy world. You know what I mean? Like there's so many layers of things you have to like, even if it's not explicitly in the book, like you have to know these things as you're writing to then make things make sense as you're going, even if it's like you're not putting all of that into the detail. And it's like my brain isn't big enough. It's not big enough, which is also why I don't want to write like straight hardcore sci-fi either.
That's why I like writing urban fantasy.
Urban fantasy is fun. Urban fantasy is fun.
Is my friend.
Rips and make me own air into my lungs. What else did I have on this thing of us to talk about?
I don't remember.
Oh, who wants to name a bunny? Hang on a second. I'm gonna get up a picture of the bunny, and then you guys can suggest. Where did I send this bunny? Wait,
this is very important. NaNo Prep.
Where's this bunny? Give me a second. I gotta find the bunny. Oh my god, Facebook. Why are you not listening to me? Give me a moment, everyone. I have a very important task in my next book in which I have to name a bunny. I face cast the bunny the other night, but we'd have to now name the bunny. Where is the bunny? Why don't I see the right bunny?
Yeah, having like all the mythological or magical creatures is so much. Cookies and cream. So cute.
Where is this goddamn bunny?
Have you lost your bunny?
I've lost my bunny. I don't see the one I actually picked in the all chat, even though I sent them all in there, so I'm confused.
It should be in there.
I don't see it. My brain's not working. I'm looking just in the media. I wasn't scrolling, and it's not showing me that bunny in the media. I mean, I have it in my... Can I just share the screen from, like, my pictures? How do you share screens in Streamer?
I don't remember.
I don't know if it has to be in the internet. Hang on.
No, you can share. You should be able to share it.
Oh, here it is. Okay, yeah. What am I doing? No?
Exactly.
Why can't I open? Why can't I open it? Okay. Oh, there we go. That's what I'm trying to do. Okay. How do I share screen? Casey.
It's the present button.
Present button. I never do this. I always make Casey do it.
It's true.
Oh my god, I have too many fucking windows. Where's the bunny? Oh, I can't. Oh, no, I can do it by tab. Okay, that's what I wanted. I wanted the tab. This tab. There we go. Is it working? Did I do it? Oh, there he is. Name this bunny.
It's funny.
It's a boy. That's all I know. I don't know what to name this bunny. I can't tell you anything else about the bunny because it's spoilers. but
it's a bunny.
Cookies and cream. That's cute.
It's cute. I feel like that would be two bunnies though. You would have like cookies and cream, right?
Oh, that'd be true. Or it'd be like a black and white bunny could be cookie and cream.
That's true.
And I feel like you just call it like Cece or something like that. Anyways, if anybody wants to name this bunny, give me bunny name suggestions. It's very important. It's not actually that important. Butterscotch, that's good. I need to make a list of the names that you guys give me. See, the thing is, like, obviously, like, Mr. Flufferman, a specific character is going to name this bunny. So it's like, I need the name to not only fit the bunny, but like to make sense that the character chose that name. But I haven't thought of it yet. So I'm just going to, anything you guys suggest, I'm going to write down. Butterscotch is cute.
I'm also writing it down just in case.
Casey and I have to both write things down so we don't forget.
Exactly. Listen, we both have to name this bunny. This is our new child.
We have so many children. Mr. Flufferman. Mr. Flufferman. Jeremy. I don't like normal people names for pets 90% of the time. I say this having named a dog Toby and a dog Joey and having had a dog named Charlie. But listen, there were special circumstances. No, that's too normal.
I would name a bunny Jeremy.
I do like the name Jeremy though. Like I like that. I used to have a thing for J names, and Jeremy was one I always liked.
My bunny's name was Vala.
Vala?
Vala. Vala. It was from Stargate.
I don't think I knew that.
Well, my mom never called her Vala. She refused to. She called her Kitty, and I was like, listen, her name is fucking Vala.
That's funny.
No, we accept all suggestions. Thank you.
Yeah, also all suggestions. All suggestions, because I genuinely don't know. And again, it's not like the bunny's name is its own plot point, but there will be a bunny, and I've made it's going to have to be named. So like, this is like a fun procrastination that is technically still writing related, and I do need to figure it out, but it's more fun than all the other stuff I have to cry about.
Is the name Jeremy on the first name list? Because it should be.
Oh yeah, Jeremy's on that. There's no way Jeremy's not on the wheel.
Listen, I don't know what's on your wheel. There's so many. So many names now.
That is true, but now that you're a beta reader, I don't want to spoil like big things. You know what I mean? So like I could still
the opera mask. Sorry, that got me. Listen, you don't want to be spoiled though. For,
things. Like big plot things, like because there's some big stuff. Like you don't want to know when I kill a character, which spoiler alert, a character will die at some point. Like you don't want to know about that. But like smaller things, like what the name of the bunny that eventually is going to appear, like you can know that, and then you'll be like, oh man, I got to be there when we named the bunny, and now the bunny's here. You're so far away from this bunny, Josh.
You're so far away from the bunny.
Josh, you're like in chapter 9, right? I don't know where you are.
So.
Bunny the opera. I'm writing it down. God, it would be like that character to give like a weird name like that and everyone else be like annoyed by it. Like, no, I'm not calling the bunny that.
I'm just calling it Bunny then.
Yeah, I was like, I would just call it Bunny. But then that character would use like the full name every time.
Every time.
I can't tell you who that character is because that's actually it doesn't matter that much, but I'm still not gonna tell you. A character is gonna have this bunny. Follow you home. Follow you. Bunny the opera. That's fucking hilarious. I should also write down that these are bunny names. I'm gonna look at this list later and be like, what the fuck is this shit? Oh, yeah. This is the most fun thing I have to plan is the name of this bunny.
Yeah.
Everything else is just true terror, honestly.
It's gonna be a lot.
I'm not excited. The thing is, I'm supposed to be writing book 3 for NaNo. Because book 2, where I moved things, like book 2, originally I thought I was going to have to rewrite the end of book 2 and then write part 2 and part 3 of book 3. But then we moved things so much that all of book 2 is technically there and done. But going into book 3 without having gone back through to like see if what I moved around works and like fixed things in book 2 is like stressing me out so hard that I'm like, what if I just do both? I rewrite book 2 and rewrite part of book 3 and then write the new stuff for book 3 all during That's what my brain's trying to convince me to do. My body's like, please no. please no. Listen. It's fine. It's totally fine. What did I say that word count was? Because if I rewrote all of book 2, it would be that many words. Casey, what the fuck is that? You're an armadillo.
I'm an armadillo.
On the NaNo Prep one. Is that you? It's you.
I mean, I assume it's me. I don't think anyone else is here.
I was like, I wasn't sure which tab that was. This is the wrong scrivener. 204,000. Yeah. I have to rewrite 204,000 words.
You would die. It's not
and then some. I mean, I think I could do it is the problem. Like, I actually think I could, because like most of it is straight, which is just straight up like rewriting it. You know what I mean? It's not like not rewriting, like looking at reading and writing it all out as it is, basically, almost all of it. Not actually rewriting as in changing things.
Yeah.
Literal rewriting. And is why I think I could do it. Hey, I have a few days before NaNo even starts. Like, I could just start doing that.
Listen, you would die.
You don't know that.
I do know that. I wrote, oh God, what was my highest NaNo word
three something. It was a 3. There was a 3 in there.
360,000? Something like that.
I think it was like 3. Yeah, 3 something.
Never again.
I mean, see, but the thing is, like, if I give myself a crazy ass goal like that, again, I'm not gonna like kill myself to try to finish it.
Listen,
but like
you
that's
told
what
me
I would
last
want to
year.
do. No, but the goal, but the word count goal wouldn't be insane. I'd go over it, but it wouldn't be insane. I think I'm just capping that at 100K.
Yeah, but you can say that. But if your goal is to do books to period, then I have to stop you. You told me I'm legally obligated.
Okay, but if the goal is to, I hate myself so much. I can't talk my way out of this.
No,
because I was like, okay, well, I was like, the goal can't be to finish the book if I'm doing a whole book from beginning to end. But I'm not really redoing book 2. And I'm only really doing new stuff for the end of book 3. So, like, really, technically, logically, theoretically, hypothetically speaking.
Everyone tell her this is a bad idea so that she doesn't die.
See, Rachel's the smartest.
Rachel's the smartest.
Rachel's nice and normal.
I think I started overachieving my second year, and like even if I don't go that far over 50K, I still normally go over it.
There were so many years where like I didn't even finish. Like people, like when I tell people now, like all these goals I have and like how much I can write, they're like, oh my God. And I'm like, it took so much time of doing this and like consistently and getting better as a writer and like being able to consistently write to like do that shit. And also I wouldn't recommend because like I kill myself every November. Like would not recommend. But there were so many years I couldn't even finish. I couldn't even get past like 10K.
Yeah.
And then there's like one year where like my total was literally like 50,001 words. Like I literally, that's as far as I got. So like,
I think the first year
I don't know
like
what's
53,000.
Yeah, I think my first year that was like well past 50K. I was like 75-ish. So then I think the year after that I was like, oh, I'm gonna do like 80. I was like slowly upping myself. And then last year I think the goal was my goal. I think last year my goal wasn't actually 100. I think it was like in the 80s, like 85. Like I upped it just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
But I wrote like 140,000, didn't I, last year?
Yeah.
It was almost 3 full nanos. It was almost 3 50Ks. It was a lot.
Yeah, I gave up at the end because I just like couldn't. My brain was like not working anymore.
Yeah. It was rough. Last year was rough. It's always rough.
And this year's gonna be rougher because like my hands don't work like they used to. This bitch got arthritis now.
Yeah, I'm gonna be going out of town.
And
also,
I've already
my brain just like hasn't like been working lately, like at all.
Mine either.
So burnt out.
We've been having bad brain times.
Bad brain times. I'm gonna take this bunny down because we're not working on bunny right now.
I mean, it's a good visual though.
Yeah, she can stay down there. Can pull her back up later if we want to. Him, it's a boy bunny. You giggle at that?
My mom just said, "How long do you expect to be streaming with bunnies and Brie?" So I guess she opened the stream.
Is Mom here? Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Tell Mom to suggest a name for the bunny.
Do you have a bunny name? No, she's not. I don't trust her to name bunnies anymore. She's been disqualified.
She's been disqualified from naming bunnies.
She named a bunny Kitty. Okay, she doesn't count.
That's honestly kind of funny, though. I like that.
Listen, your character would. Okay.
Oh my God! Seriously.
She would.
Thumper.
Fun
fact: when I was like 12 or 13, my best friend who lived next door to me, she got a bunny for a little while, and I'm almost positive. Like now that you said that, the memory came back, and I'm pretty sure his was named Thumper. Like I could not have told you before now the name of that bunny, but now that you said that, I'm like, I think its name was Thumper. It was a gray and white bunny. And that bitch had so many pets. Her dad spoiled the shit out of her. Just like every couple of years, she get a new pet.
Listen, she's not allowed. She's forbidden. I don't think she's here anymore. She would have tried to defend herself. Just popped in to see if we were still live, I think.
Right. We'll be going for an hour and a half, so we'll probably hear another 30 minutes at least.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what my plan is.
I know what my plan is, and I think I'm gonna stumble a lot through it.
Yeah.
And I don't know how well it's gonna go, and I'm probably gonna abandon it at some point.
It's gonna be hard. Yeah, it's gonna be hard because like just all of that is so much.
I think, like looking at it now, I'm not sure if it's a nano project.
Toto.
Toto is such a good dog name, though. Like
it is though. Yes, I won't spoil you on big things like character deaths. I think I have told all the beta readers know at some point, hey, main character will die. I've spoiled that. You don't know who and you don't know when, which is what really matters.
Because there's a lot of them. There's a lot of options.
There's so many options. There's so many characters you haven't even met yet, Josh, because you're still early on in part 1. Yeah.
Everyone's not even met all the main characters.
I know.
Not even as of book 1.
God, no, there's more.
There's more.
The list ever grows.
We add to it constantly.
The other day, Casey and I made 16 new characters.
We don't have to talk about that. That was a night. That was a time. We don't talk about that. That did not happen.
They're not like doing anything. Like we had to come up with them, and it's like people who may or may not I pull out of my pocket later, but like we needed to know all of these characters and stuff about them. That's all I'm gonna say. But we came up with 16 new characters the other day. So if you thought I had too many characters before, just you wait. It'll never end.
It was a time.
I have a nice and normal sized cast in my other series that one day I will return to, I promise. I have like a decent, like not like a huge cast in the fantasy series, but like it's like a normal set, like of like 4 main characters and then like the gods who aren't like necessarily main characters.
It was great for that.
Yeah.
What?
Don't sleep.
Yeah, the more I think about the like redo of Teen Wolf Plan, the more I'm like, I feel like this is just a thing I will have to work on for like months.
Oh yeah, you're not gonna like finish it in Nano.
Like I knew I wasn't gonna finish it, but I feel like I'm gonna have to like take breaks from it and do other things because I'm just gonna get so frustrated.
Right. It's so hard.
Because there's so much things in Teen Wolf that's a great idea, but you did not do it correctly.
No.
Especially when like you can tell that they didn't have any plans for how it was going to go, how the season was going to end, and they're like, "This is a twist," and it's like, "No, it's not a twist. You just didn't have a plan."
You just didn't have a plan.
You just didn't have a fucking plan. That was a mini team. Oh, you weren't here for that. Okay, so what I'm doing? So
Nano Project.
You know that we were rewatching Teen Wolf, and we finished our rewatch of Teen Wolf like a week, 2 ago. I don't remember, but Haley was
probably like a week and a half, almost 2 weeks at this point.
It was during New York Comic Con, and Haley, the night we finished Teen Wolf, ended up at a Teen Wolf party at New York Comic Con, so that was great. But yeah, we finished Teen Wolf, and about like it wasn't that far into it. I was like, I should just rewrite Teen Wolf because there's so many problems with it. Like there's so many.
Like every time something was happening on the show, we were like, okay, see, but this is how we would fix this. We kept doing that every like 20 seconds. I was gonna say 20 minutes. Every like 20 seconds, to the point where Casey was like, I'm taking notes.
I started taking notes in season 3, I think, maybe season 2. I mean, I have them all the way back from night school. Like season 1, I have notes. So I think I took notes like immediately, and then I wasn't really serious about it. And then like I was like, no, I'm doing this. Yeah. Because there's so much of it that just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, Casey's Nano project is rewriting all of Teen Wolf.
Also, fun fact, when I posted on Tumblr that I was like, okay, Brie and I are rewatching Teen Wolf by Shakespeare, messaged me and was like, do not do this to yourself. That's my favorite message I've ever gotten. I was like, oh no, we've done it before. It's a rewatch.
It's a rewatch.
And it was a lot of fun.
It was fun. We were doing it together. So like all the rage I felt at how like stupid some shit was, and like obviously stuff that isn't stupid that we like. I'd have fun for.
You started posting it?
I still haven't watched that show. One day.
Fanfic parts of my email. I don't think so. Please tell us.
Tell us about Posey. You might have. I have no idea. If you did, we don't remember. Tell us again.
I heard one story about someone meeting Tyler Posey in person, but I think they told it to me in person. And I don't think we met in person.
I think we had a story of Haley telling us about someone else she knew who met Posey like not that long ago, and that's what I'm thinking of. I was like, I've had a meeting Tyler Posey story recently, like a couple of months ago, and that was Haley telling us about a friend of hers meeting him in a bar. So I don't think we know your story. Go for it. Tell us about Posey.
We've been so
this is your Tyler Posey section of this NaNoWriMo prep stream.
Yeah, as everyone has, the level of Teen Wolf hyperfixation that's been happening is we've both been watching a lot of Teen Wolf interviews, and like fan edits, and I've been reading a lot of fan fiction, a lot of Thiem fan fiction. I'm sure if you follow me on Tumblr, you have noticed that there have been a few Thiem things slipping into my reblogs. It's happening. It's fine. I'm just obsessed with Theo now. Everything's normal. I'm so excited to hear the Tyler Posey story.
Me too. We're like waiting with bated breath.
Mostly because like Posey is so chaotic as a human.
He's so chaotic.
He's so chaotic. I love it. Like, what a chaotic person. There was a video I saw. I don't know if you saw it, but it was like 8.5 minutes of the Teen Wolf cast just being like top tier chaos.
Is that the same one I watched right before I went to bed last night? It was literally titled 8 minutes of like the Teen Wolf cast being pure chaos. Look at my history. Hang on a second.
I don't remember who it's by, but it was probably. It had like the most chaotic moments, and I was like, I recognize all these moments, and they all make sense to me.
Literally, it was the last thing I watched before I went to bed last night. The Teen Wolf cast being chaotic for 8.5 minutes straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched that right before.
It had a bunch of stuff from like the after show stuff. Like
a ton of stuff in the after show. Yeah. Okay, wait, that's funny that you brought up the video. That was the last like Teen Wolf thing I watched.
We didn't talk about it before either. No,
we didn't.
I watched it 2 days ago.
I love that. Oh man.
Wait. So bisexual Shakespeare, you have seen the Teen Wolf, right?
Did you watch all of it?
I assume that's why you told me not to watch it, even though it was a rewatch. So like, you know, but
there it is. Okay.
There was a TV festival in Austin years ago. I went mostly for Gilmore Girls, but on the last day, I was sitting exhausted in the lobby, and I looked over and Tyler Posey was talking to fans. Oh. Okay.
First 3 seasons. Oh, okay. You did the Casey. You bailed at the right time.
I bailed at the wrong time. I bailed before Void Styles.
You bailed before Void Styles. You bailed in the middle of season 3.
Because 3A just annoyed me so much.
Yeah, but 3B
was
some solid fucking shit.
The fandom was so toxic though. That was also the other reason I left.
Yeah,
like that fandom was bad. But I will say, like, it's not good. But if you find someone to watch it with, 4, 5, and 6 are a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Like the new kids are fun. Our favorite character, you hate him at first, and then he's full of crack. And the next season, we love him so much. Like, it's a good time. We had a lot of fun rewatching it. We've started rewatching season 5 again.
I don't even like season 5 that much.
I don't either, but it's very interesting.
Season 6 though. Again, there's a lot of stuff I don't like about season 6, but was sold on fucking Theo and his crack. Yeah, that's valid. That's valid.
It does like it doesn't bother me as much because she wanted to leave. Like the actress wanted to leave. Like it would bother me more if she didn't want to leave.
Yeah.
But I will say that there's some good Allison shit even after she dies. Like they talk about her a lot and stuff.
I want my kids. I will say the new kids, not so bad.
They're good.
Not so bad.
I love Mason with my whole.
I would die for Mason Hewitt.
I would die for Mason Hewitt, and also Liam.
Honestly, Liam's just a little. He's just a little teddy bear. He's just a little angry teddy bear.
He's a little angry teddy bear. Have you seen the clip of them? Oh wait.
Yes, we know. That's so cute. I love that though.
I love when people do that, but it's like it's just polite to introduce yourself. I understand. I would do the same thing. Have you seen the clip of behind the scenes of them filming? And Posey has little Dylan just like on his back, like piggybacking him, and they're just standing there like waiting to start filming, and it looks like little Dylan's asleep. Like he's like fully limp on his back.
Honestly, I love that.
I'm like, they're adorable.
Truly.
I've run out of soda.
Oh yeah, they would know.
Yeah, they would know.
That's fun. I love that.
He has so much energy.
God, looking at him, just like he doesn't even be doing anything. It just makes me tired. I just know there's a lot cooking in there.
And he's got so much energy. He's always bouncing around.
Always bouncing. What am I doing? I opened my timeline and then I wanted to cry. Sorry.
That seems right.
I haven't fixed the outline for part 3 of book 3. That's what I need to do today.
We could do that after we get off.
Yeah.
And we got to do the wheel stuff for before Nano happens.
Oh yeah.
I'll probably work on that later.
Mm-hmm.
My part of that.
Guys, I'm so scared for November.
I'm always so scared.
It's gonna be so much.
It's gonna be so much. It's gonna be so much. And I've already written so much this month.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we finished Teen Wolf, and like I just couldn't help myself. I wrote like 50K in like a week. It's fine.
God, I was writing the whole time we were watching Teen Wolf. I had to write a certain amount every episode, remember?
Yeah. Picture him to send to a friend because I thought he had a giant crush on him. Turns out he had a crush on Hecklin.
Wrong Tyler.
Wrong Tyler. I feel like they get that a lot. They've got 2 Tylers, 2 Dylans, 3 Dylans, 2
Maybe.
Codys.
There was also another 2 that they had at one point, but I don't remember what it was because they left.
They had so many.
The other 2. There was another that was a double, but I don't remember.
The kid that played Brett, I think, was also Dylan.
Oh, was it him maybe?
And then I think there was another Cody. They had like so many like doublings up. It was so confusing. Yeah, they're Posey and Hecklin to me now. It's
let's
drop the Tyler.
They gave me vertigo. You've never felt scared for Nano? What's that like? What's that like?
It's not really like the words, like the writing part of it. It's just that it's just so much altogether.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so underprepared right now is the problem, and I feel like I'm less prepared than I normally am for what I'm supposed to be writing.
Much less prepared than we normally
Last year, I spent like I think like a solid like month and a half outlining and planning and prepping and like getting the book in shape, and then I felt so confident about it, and then in the middle of November writing it, the book fell apart on me. The outline fell apart. It got thrown in the trash. And I had to keep writing it, but I realized like originally the span of the book, we're like, oh, this is like 7 months or something like that, and then I was like, just kidding, it's like 1 year and 4 months. In the middle of the year we changed the timeline completely, and then I realized that wasn't going to work, and all this stuff's going to get moved to the next book, and so I just didn't have an ending, but I had to keep writing, and it was a lot. I'm so scared that like things are going to fall apart on me again in the middle of November. Like, I am not a pantser. I need a plan, and like I don't necessarily need the plan to go 100% according to plan, but like if it completely falls apart in the middle and I have to fix it in the middle of the month when I'm supposed to be writing the book, like that's stressful. It happened to me last year, so I'm afraid it's going to happen again.
Also, I have a lot to do this month. I also have a doctor's appointment that I've been waiting to get since May at the beginning of November, and they're probably going to put me on some medicine, and who knows what those side effects are going to be. So, like, adding all of that together, like...
See, that's the thing. I never write in December. No, I don't know that I ever have. I always say I will, and I never do. I crash. I think which is why I stressed so hard to finish the book last year in November, and I did. And then obviously I realized, it wasn't the end of the book anymore, and it was getting moved, but I did finish it in November. I took December off, and I think it was like in the middle of January when I went back and started working on the edits for book 1.
Robert?
Yeah.
Also, the Robert thing. There are 3 people in my family named Robert, so.
Bobbert.
It's Rob.
Also, I assume RC isn't here anymore, but also Robert. Every time I think about RC's name being Robert, I just remember Haley saying, I hate Robert. The most elongated, most disgusted emotion of his name.
Thank you. I'm hoping it helps my hands and my general problems.
My general problems.
The arthritis is, we don't like arthritis in this house. We do not approve.
No. Yeah, like December's just a lot.
Days, yeah.
So like I always like, oh, like obviously you can keep writing, but I never do. Like I always say I will, and I never do. I've literally been writing like consistently this entire year. This might be the 1 year, depending on how fucking wrecked I am in November, that I actually keep working on stuff in December and don't like take a whole month off.
I also think the reason we're so scared for it is just because we're also so excited for it. Since we have like such the positive emotion, we also have such like the.
That's true. It's like a balance because like it's my favorite time of the year. It's the most stressful and it's my favorite time. The minute November ends, it's like I take a deep breath and I'm like, it's over. And then I'm like, I miss it like immediately. Yeah. And then you spend all year waiting to get back to it. And then it's like, oh God, it's here and I'm not ready. It's like equal parts being stressed and like nervous and like not sure if things are going to like go according to plan. Not just in like the book that you're writing, but like in life outside of it. Because so many things are happening outside of that as well. And then also like it's your favorite thing in the world and it goes by so quickly.
It's like it's just the favorite. It's my favorite time of year.
It really is. November's my favorite month.
So good. It's also my favorite like seasonal time of the year. Like it's normally not too cold yet, but
I don't agree with that since I've moved up here though, because a lot of times our snow starts in November a lot of the times. I think last year the snow might not have started. I think the snow started in December and I was so hyped, but usually our snow comes earlier.
Honestly, we could do videos on each season talking about things that would change. We should do that. Because there's so much. First of all, like as by Shakespeare said, I'm not fucking killing Allison.
Yeah.
Not doing it. I don't know what I'm doing, but I don't think I'm going to do Jeff's plan either because Jeff's original plan was to bite her, and I don't think I want to do that. I think I want her to stay human.
Yeah.
Let her stay human. Let someone in this kind of series stay human.
Right. I think there's a cat screaming outside my door.
There is. So funny.
I don't know if that's so funny or if that's Jasmine. I don't know who's screaming.
I can just tell.
Jasmine, she's not going to want to come in. Justin will take care of it.
God, we would have those would be such long videos for some of the seasons if we did like a fixing thing.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we could do that like after you actually like finish, like you write the whole thing. Then we could do like a series where we go through and talk about like the different, like what you did differently, like when it's done.
Yeah.
So it's like not like, oh, here's what I would do. Like you've already done it and be like, this is what I did. Like this is what happens and this is what I did. Like that would be a fun thing to do.
That'd be a fun thing to do.
Yeah. So it'd be a while. But
it'd be a while.
I feel like that would be easier also to like go through than to like talk about all the potential ideas versus what you actually end up doing.
Yeah, I do think it's better to do other things with them. I mean, they send a lot of people to London.
Yeah. So many people went to London.
Exactly. I don't know why we couldn't.
And it's like, of course, it's like, oh, but the female character got killed off.
Yeah.
All the dudes got to leave and then come back. I mean, not all of them came back, but they just left.
There was the option.
Like a long ad. Yes. At the end, it's like, and if you would like to read it, here's the link. Casey has never posted her fan fiction to read.
I have.
I'm gonna convince her to do this one.
I did in the very beginning when I was very, very young. I used to post my fan fiction, but I haven't in years and years because it is scary. And also I need someone to like go through it, even just to like correct spelling mistakes because I just don't see them when you're reading through your own writing. Like you don't see them. So it's gonna be your job to go through.
Yeah. The amount of spelling mistakes my dear alpha and beta readers point out at me, and I'm like, you know what? I write so fast I do know how to spell things most of the time. She's here! Love of my life. Yeah, no, that's a great idea, Josh. Like, we're gonna keep that idea in the if we forget about it, because I think you have a memory. So, like, in like a year and a half from now, when Casey maybe has like a good solid chunk of this done, or it's done, who knows how long it's gonna take? Remind us that we were gonna do that as a video thing.
I was trying to plan out how I'm gonna write it in Scrivener because like I don't want to put the whole season in one thing because it's gonna be like so fucking long, but I don't want to split it up by episode because I'm not gonna be following the episode structures either.
I would do
it.
Like maybe just do it like don't like do it like second. You probably don't want to break it down like by chapters, but like do it like parts. You know, like split like a season section in two parts. And then like it could be like 3 parts or 5 parts. So like it's like not as much in a section, and that way like also if you do post it somewhere, it's like separate, like you have separate places. You know, if it's not by chapter, because like I think it's another reason why a lot of times I don't want to read fanfics is because it's just a long ass wall of text with like no distinction of chapters or breaks, and I'm like, I can't do that. I need ones that are like broken up like a book.
Yeah. Well, if I posted it, I would post it into like smaller chapter chunks. But
remind me to remind them. I love that.
Thank you. That feels like my brain. Where are the characters leaving? Yeah.
Like, there's so many ways you can make characters leave a show without killing them. But you know, she's coming back in the movie.
They also killed Erica and Boyd, which I was so mad about, and I don't think they wanted to leave the show for Teen Wolf. Still pissed about it. Also not killing them.
Yeah.
The only one I'll possibly kill is one of the twins. Spoilers for Teen Wolf, but one of the twins dies.
One of the twins dies. It's okay. It's the one we don't like as much.
The one we don't like as much.
I'll say we barely like the other one, but
he's okay.
It didn't. It felt like so out of left field.
I feel like it could have. Like, they could have worked it in to like show how bad and like how extreme or like scary this thing that was happening was.
It could have been part of the whole arc. Like, it could have been a whole arc with her leading up to that, and then also like played it into, because like, again, I know you said you didn't watch past that point, but like, Styles should have so much PTSD and blaming himself for that.
So much PTSD.
Where?
It's not there.
Where is it? Like, you could do so much with that where it's like, at least it plays so much of a larger role in the plot and like obviously affects the characters in a much like larger way, but it really doesn't after that point, I will say.
Wasted potential. I love them so much.
Wasted potential.
Yeah, there are two boy twins they're identical twins in Teen Wolf.
There are.
Ethan and Aiden.
No, I wasn't talking about killing one of my twins. I wouldn't tell you if that happened. No spoilers, remember? No death spoilers. I have so many twins.
You have so many twins.
Fun fact, Josh, I had a secret third set of twins that I cut from like old versions of the Deviant stories. There was a third set of twins.
That would have been really fucking weird and interesting.
Yeah.
Would have been real weird.
I mean, you know A twins.
No.
A twins. The fraternal twins.
Listen, this is your new nightly routine.
Haley, this is going to be you every night in November when you get on Hangouts with us, actually, right? She's writing Teen Wolf.
Writing Teen Wolf. But also, I want you to know that this whole time, we haven't talked that much about Teen Wolf. You appeared just for the Teen Wolf section.
That's true. We were holding off so well. You don't know both twins now.
No,
you will meet those twins in part 2 of Deviants.
Yes. But the Carver twins from the actors, the Carver twins.
Yeah,
one of them is going to be in the new American Horror Story season I saw.
Oh.
I think it's Charlie. I can't tell them
which.
I don't remember which ones play which twin either, like in the show.
No, I don't know which one's which. I think Aiden.
But that's my guess.
I think Charlie plays the gay one.
Charlie plays Ethan.
Yeah. Me still not remember which one's the straight one or the gay one. Because I think in an interview, somebody like mentioned the actor's name, like to Colton, and was like, oh, like, where is he? And I think that he said Charlie. So, but I could be wrong.
Well, I think Max plays Aiden, so that would line up. We would make sense.
Oh, okay. I didn't know which one was which in the actual story either, remember? I still don't know.
It's hard to keep them straight because they don't really talk about them a lot. Like, they don't talk about them enough.
Oh, are you talking about which character are you talking about? You're talking about Nyla?
Probably Nyla.
Nyla's been moved. Nyla was originally in book 1. Or are you talking about a different character that's been moved?
There's another minor character that's been moved.
There's another minor character that's been moved. But all of the like main ones you should still meet in book 1. Yeah, you're talking about Nyla. Okay.
There's 2 minor characters that have been moved.
There's 2. Yeah, there's 2. But
me trying to remember.
Nyla did kind of get pushed a little. Like you're gonna see Nyla. I'll go and tell you, you're gonna see Nyla in book 2, but you don't really like get a lot of Nyla in book 2. So she got like the meat of Nyla has been moved to book 3.
Nyla's meat.
I have moved Nyla's meat to book 3.
Oh man, what is the joke?
I love that. The amount of times we make jokes about something and I put it in my books, though, like honestly, it's a lot.
The amount of times I say words in your books.
Casey, did you like where I mentioned you on the outline when I was like, insert just Casey talking here?
Yeah.
For that scene? the seizure scene.
The scene where I say 4 things in a row and you just used it so I'm having a conversation with myself.
While a character is having a straight up seizure. Casey decided to be funny. And I was like, well, okay, I gotta put this shit in.
Listen,
call you out on your dirty, dirty jokes while someone's having a seizure. Can't say names anymore.
I was possessed.
Happens. I'll have her art one day. I reached out to the artist and was like, let me know when you're free because I'm ready. Because I wanted to do one before Nano as like my reward for finishing the edits of book 1. And then I was like, and then after Nano, I'm going to get the other one because there's 2 I want to get right now, and she's one of them. But they told me they probably wouldn't be opening the commissions till November, so I'm probably going to get one soon. And she's probably going to be the second one I get because she's been moved further than the other person.
I said she didn't know who, but nice.
I love that. Yeah, you don't know the other one, Josh.
Yeah, you don't know the other one.
I think. Does anybody know that character by name?
Probably not by name.
I think they've heard me talk about it because I think Eli, when you get that first glimpse, you get a glimpse of this character. You don't really see them, but you get a glimpse of them in book 1. And I think it was Eli who was like, "Oh, I think I know who this is." So I think I've talked about them enough that Eli was able to recognize that, but I don't know that anybody knows the name. Do they? I mean, I've said the name. I've said it, but I don't think anybody knows the name to that character of when I've talked about that character.
Who is
it's our favorite character.
Favorite character now.
I'm not allowed to have favorites. I love all of my children, but as far as the not main cast focus, he's definitely my favorite of the non-main cast. Although I do consider Nyla main cast because she was originally with the main cast in book 1, so that doesn't include her.
She's supposed to be main cast.
She's supposed to be. She's gonna go on the main cast wall.
She will be.
I have all my character art on the wall. You do know the character.
Haley knows mostly everything.
Haley watched us break down over that character last year and go insane over that character. Carol. Haley, I had a panic because I completely forgot what day it was, and I was like, "Is Taylor Swift tonight?" It's not tonight. It's tomorrow. I was like, "Haley's not here to tell me." Literally, I was like, "When's Taylor Swift?" And Casey goes, "I don't know." Haley, just Haley? Into the void of this YouTube live show.
I mean, that's what I do when we're just talking normally. I just say Haley into the room.
The amount of times we just cry to Haley when Haley's not there. But I feel like she feels it. You know what I mean? She gets her Casey and Bree senses start tingling, and she's like, I can feel something.
Haley would
and then she ignores it and doesn't come talk to us for a while because she's like, I don't want to mess with that shit.
No, she's like, they're having a weird problem right now, probably. 8 hours.
I love you knowing that exact. See, this is why I got my Haley.
This is why we got a Haley.
One of the 101 reasons I need a Haley. There's probably more than 101, but that sounds like a nice number.
There's so many.
Instead of 101 Dalmatians, 101
Haley's. That's
not the same thing at all. Haley, if you can't tell, I'm really tired.
We're very tired, and we have a lot.
We haven't actually done anything. We've just been doing this live. It's just we haven't done actual writing work yet. I have to break down my entire. Oh, Haley, I didn't show you the bunny. You saw the bunnies that I sent to the bunny. This is the bunnies that I sent to our chat, but this is the one I picked, and we have to name it. You can't say in chat anything you know about this bunny or whom this bunny goes to because it's a spoiler. But we're trying to name the bunny. The names that were gifted to me so far, I've already left that page in my notes, were Butterscotch, Mr. Flufferman, and Bunny the Opera.
I think Butterscotch is still my favorite.
Bunny. So yeah, if you have any bunny name suggestions, and you know more about this bunny, so you can use that information to your naming abilities.
Mystery character.
Mystery characters list. Yeah, we are going to get art of the mystery character. Probably mystery character before the other character. So I don't know if I'm going to hold off and not show you guys because you don't actually know that one. I will show you Nyla when I get Nyla because you already know about her. Butterscotch is cute. So, and it fits the character who would be naming the bunny. It fits. And it fits the bunny. So we might just go with that. But I would like the other options just to play with. Just to play with. But yeah, I'm probably getting the mystery character art first. I might not show you, Josh, any of you. There's so many of my stuff haven't posted like online. Like I think everybody's pretty much seen them all. But I haven't posted all of them in the beta Discord because I was waiting for all the betas to like meet the characters first because I didn't want to like influence their visuals. But everybody who like knew everything beforehand, like Josh and Eli and Spence, they all were getting them just outside of the beta read.
I'm excited to be able to hang mine up one day and have them all in a little row.
Yes.
My little row of character art.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but there's all my characters. That's the character wall. There's a missing spot right here. Nope, I can't point correctly. Right there. Right. That's where Nyla goes.
But we also do this. Make them in The Sims. That's like a rite of passage.
Oh yeah, I've also done that. I wanted to. I realized I hadn't made the mystery character that we were just speaking of. I did the thing where I made everybody as kids, but I don't have like an adult version of that character. Or the other ones that we just face cast, and now that we face casted them,
you can do.
I've not made them either. I made them all as children.
Also,
so that's another reason why I was like that Sims itch was getting me the other day. I was like, I could make them right now.
Also, from now on, the Sims base game is free to download if you don't have the Sims. So,
yep.
Sims 4 is free to download.
But yeah, I highly recommend getting art of your characters made because it's the best serotonin ever.
That's so good.
And also highly recommend my artist if anybody.
I also highly recommend making them in The Sims.
Also that too, because it's just fun.
It's just fun. Then you can play with them. Or if you play The Sims normally, you can just put what I do is I just put Bree's characters around in my town. So they just walk by them sometimes and I'm like, hey.
Oh yeah, I gave you all the packs of the kids. So you have all of the parents and them as children.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't I don't think you actually have adult versions of any of them because I didn't have them on this computer. I had them in like the old Sims.
Yeah.
So I have to remake everyone so you can have them in your town. That's very important.
Very important.
Very important.
In a while.
I haven't either. I pretty much all I like to do in The Sims is like make people and build stuff. I don't actually like play The Sims that much.
I like to do challenges like the rag switches or whatever.
I used to make us like our friend group and then just set them loose and like screen share. We would all just watch to see what we did, and that was fun for a while. Because like I wasn't controlling them, like I didn't like do anything. I was just like, let's see what they do. And like I remember like Haley would be like drinking in the bathroom, and then she'd like come crawl into bed with me or something. And it's like this is some weird shit that's happening.
That sounds like a totally normal Tuesday. If we're all hanging out,
like, Haley would just do that.
Haley would just do that. Oh yeah, she didn't post it.
Oh, did she never posted him? Yeah. Sometimes that happens.
But
yeah. But you've seen Chance now. You finally got Chance. Yep.
My eyes crying again.
I will say, certain of my character art that I've commissioned is like I look at it and I'm like, this is 100% what I picture, and some of them it's like more like 70 or 80%. They're not like quite what I see, but some of them are like absolutely perfect. So if you are ever curious about which ones, I will share that with you. If you want to know which ones I 100% agree with, which ones I don't. Not that I don't love the art, but they're not exactly correct for my mental images. Yeah. Casey, this song is a song I can't tell anybody, but it's on that one playlist we never listened to. That one that we're shocked that it has so many songs on it. It's on that playlist.
I know exactly what you mean.
Every time the song comes on, because this one's on the Deviants playlist. It's like not a lot of them are, and so like I know this one, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is one of those songs that I actually know.
One of those songs. Conductor of that train.
If anybody ever wants to listen to the RC's back.
RC's back. Hello.
If anybody ever wants to listen to the 557 song playlist, just gonna keep doing it for funsies now. Hello again and again and again. Yeah. Oh yeah, when I was at LeakyCon with RC was showing me like all of the art that you guys have for like the podcast, like all of the characters. We were having a fun time with that.
I forget that you've seen RC recently.
I know, it was so good.
Unfair.
RC, I miss you. Haley, I also miss you.
I miss you too.
Haley was also there. I had friends once.
That's cool.
Yeah, talking about that. You have more now since then? Because that was like 3 months ago.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to show me. I want to see them all.
Oh yeah.
It's the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if anybody ever wants to listen to the Deviants playlist, you can, but you can't listen to the character playlists or the ship playlists because those are spoilery. But the Deviants playlist itself, you have no context for what the songs are in relation to, so you can listen to that as much as you want. 557 songs. It's fine. Oh, okay, not a ton more, but some more. Still cool. I have no more new art of my characters, but I tried. That is pretty ridiculous, honestly. It's pretty ridiculous. I highly recommend in-person RC. Highly recommended.
RC gives good hugs.
I can vouch that RC is in fact a very advanced hologram.
I thought you were gonna say.
I was gonna go in and say not, but I was like, it's funnier if I say that he is. So I'm gonna go with it. Very advanced. You can't tell. You can't tell he's not at all. We need to get one of those for Casey. So she never has to actually leave the house but can still go out.
Exactly. Just make me a hologram. Ow. All my joints hurt.
Oh, man.
Did we have anything else on the list?
We didn't cry yet.
I did. I cried. I said a whole Gandalf thing.
I said a whole Gandalf thing. I've been crying on the inside this entire time.
My eyes are watering again. Like I
have makeup on, so I've been trying not to actually cry. I have to remember how to wear makeup for this.
I'm gonna try and work more on
first makeup with the red hair as well.
It looks good.
Yeah.
You haven't met Haley in person?
I feel like you have.
Haley, you were at the VidCon, right?
Yeah, Haley was at that VidCon.
So you spelled Haley wrong, but that's okay. She probably won't kill you.
Possibly won't kill you.
And I haven't met bisexual Shakespeare because that's been, I feel like, mostly.
I mean, you were definitely at that VidCon, so you probably did meet briefly.
I was at a VidCon.
Oh no. I was at a VidCon. And I was like, you think I fucking remember VidCon? I was just at a Teen Wolf party.
I feel like, well, if I was at that VidCon, you were at that VidCon, so.
Exactly.
Because the only one that you didn't go to was the first one. I've met Josh in person, but I have no memories of meeting Josh in person.
I remember meeting Josh.
I have no memories of like most of that VidCon, honestly. So it's not you, Josh. It's VidCon.
I do remember most of that VidCon, and I think that's why, because I remember that one because there was a lot happening at that VidCon.
I know what you remember.
I remember that VidCon. It was the VidCon after that I remember less because I was wine drunk.
I remember more of that one. I remember getting home.
I don't because I was wine drunk.
Hotel to lobby.
It is true. We have photo evidence. And I treasure it.
Bree was just at the hotel where we met in person for the first time. So
I was. Also, how hyped are you guys that next year's Leaky's in fucking Chicago? Come to my house, meet my cats.
Cats. They're good cats.
Come to my house. I'm tired.
We have so much left to do.
Haley, fix my book.
Haley.
Which one? You can pick any. I don't care. Fix it. Pick a book, any book. They all need to be fixed. Fix it.
Or you can fix Teen Wolf. That's good. We love photo evidence.
I'm tired. Me too, bitch.
Us too.
Too. I'm just. It's such a struggle.
It's such a struggle.
We also have to like map out that whole plan thing we came up with. We're like, oh, they're going to do that plan and that person's going to get hurt and that person's going to be mad about it. We have to actually figure out what that is.
I know, we do.
We have to figure out what that is, and then I have to break down the part 3 section.
I really wanted to see who was there. That's fair.
That is valid.
I haven't been to a LeakyCon since the pandemic started, so.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was a...
We were also at that VidCon. That's why.
Yep. Good time.
Good time.
Nice and normal time.
Nice and normal time.
Ooh.
Whenever I think of VidCon, my very first memory is of that video that Haley took. Was it in like 2014 from the window of you guys' hotel rooms, and it was just like the mass of people running. That's the first memory I always have. Never been to a Leaky either. There's a Star Trek one I really want to try to get to.
That sounds fun.
That does sound fun. And I feel like smaller conventions are always better.
Yeah.
Like always.
For sure. Like big conventions are fun, but there's like a whole different experience.
Yeah, and
I feel like there's way more fun, like intimate fun moments at smaller cons. Like less stressful than at the big ones. That's fair.
Origins game.
That's fair. Just send me an Ashley. Give me an Ashley and I'll survive.
Oh, Ashley's definitely going.
Send me your Ashley.
My eyes are going fuzzy.
I'm always fuzzy.
You're fuzzier than normal.
It's okay. She will come to me.
Listen, I mean, she's coming. We know she's coming. It's a LeakyCon. It's an Ashley. Going to Confabulation online this weekend. Oh, that's fun.
Oh, cool.
I don't think I've heard of that, but that sounds fun.
Yeah, I was about to say, a Star Trek con sounds not small, actually.
That's true. Oh.
Yeah. Like, even if it's, like, a small, like, local one in, like, a small city, it's still probably pretty big. Just because so many people like Star Trek. So many people go to those. Also,
yeah, I started, like, I feel like only the first one or two I went to the con for the con. Everyone after that I went, like, for the friends.
Oh, yeah. It's... Once you go to a con and, like, you make your con friend group, you're no longer going for the con events. You're going for your friends. Yeah. That's just how that works.
TikTok. I still haven't gone on TikTok yet.
We've resisted.
We've both resisted. It's scary. They yell at you.
It's scary. We're too little.
I don't even use, like, Twitter.
I'm too old and too little.
Too old and too little. I'm also too old.
Oh, man.
Yeah, friendos.
It's for the friendos.
That is what we call it. I figured you would call it Trek Talk. Because that's too good not to use.
I mean, yeah. I also assumed that's, like, just what it would be called, yeah. I picked up my phone with, like, the intention of looking at something, and I don't remember. Immediately, brain thought, I don't know what my process there was.
Listen, every 30 seconds, my brain goes back to Teen Wolf, and I have to stop it because I'm starting to, like, the hyperfixation has gotten to the point where I'm annoying myself. So, you're welcome for not.
We can trade. You start fixing deviants, and I'll cry about Teen Wolf.
Listen,
down. I'm fucking
down. I do want to cry about Teen Wolf, but I
am tired. I'm so tired of deviants right now. Such a headache. This is why when you guys read my book and you see all the shit I put them through, this is why, because they are a pain in my ass. They deserved it. No, they didn't deserve that. Some of the things they didn't deserve.
Weekend. Yeah, definitely have to pick.
That's dumb. I do think it's weird that LeakyCon's in August.
This is on their tree actors. I've never done photo ops before. I don't think with anyone. I run the photo op like not run, but like I've helped with the photo op areas at LeakyCons before, but I've
never done the photo ops.
Never done the photo ops. I thought about it because Amy and I almost went to a Supernatural convention. We were gonna split the photo op fee.
Yeah,
but I've never done it.
I mean, I've recently, for the first time, done photo ops at concerts. I did Set It Off, and I did Icon for Hire. But I think it's the first time I've ever like paid for a photo with somebody. Because like I'm so used to like the small con days when you just run into them in the lobby and you just take pictures. And then like same thing at concerts, like you would just stay after, like and just take pictures, and like they just be outside talking to fans. I've never until recently paid for photos with someone.
Unofficial Nano goal.
Okay.
I love that for you. Listen,
I love that it's literally 1 word higher and 1 day higher. Like I love that. Honestly, incredible. I love it. Casey and I will be constantly doing writing sprints in the Discord. So like if you need us to motivate you to sit down and write, like we'll be there.
We will be there.
We will be there. I'll be crying.
I wrote a lot last year.
Usually.
And I wrote 90% of it during our word sprints. So
yeah, I wrote like I feel like I literally I feel like it was like even like I was writing so much during word sprints and I was writing so much on my own time. Like I think that's how I got like I don't know what the fuck was happening. I don't understand. Because usually it's like I either do more during the word sprints and less on my own time, or I'll do more on my own time and less during the word sprints if I'm just like distracting because we're having fun or whatever, like whatever it is.
Yeah.
But last year it was like I just was vomiting so much. I wrote 140 some thousand words.
I honestly don't know if there would be like I'm trying to think of someone that I would really want to meet.
There's probably like a handful. I'd be like, if it wasn't expensive, I'd be like, yeah, because I want to meet them. But like the thing is, like the meets, like they go so quickly. It's like, is it worth it? You know what I mean? It's not like you're like get to chat. It's like you go up, say hi, get your photo, and like you're pushed out because there's 20,000 people behind you waiting to do the same thing. Yeah. So it's just not like if it was like an actual like you get to like chat with them for like more than 10 seconds, then there's probably a handful I would say yes to.
Yeah. And they're 2 for par practical.
We still have the wheels this year. Don't you worry. I got wheels. Wheels for days. Wheels for days.
We got wheels.
I've been like adding obviously like names to like the name list. Like if you just need to pull up names. I haven't added any of the prompts to the prompt one, but I might try to just like spruce it up and add a few. But that wheel, like all those links are still in the Discord in the resources tab. So when I've like anything I've added to, I've updated the link so like they have the new stuff. Our out of context quotes wheel is still there, and by the way, it's capped, and now we have to make a second one.
It is capped. It caps at 1,000, and it's capped.
Yeah, I remember last year you were like excited to get that as like the challenge, like you have to use one of those quotes because you were like that's just free words, and I was like I love the attitude there. You were like, oh, how am I going to work this? And you were like free words, let's go, and I was like yes.
I'm doing a fun thing this year where we're going to make me like our quotes that we put in the Discord to do with Teen Wolf. We're going to make a whole wheel of just the Teen Wolf referenced quotes, and I'm going to use that when I get the spin the wheel prompt because that will be fun. First we do World Ember this year. It's World Anvil December to NaNoWriMo. We have a filled out world.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool.
That's cool.
That's super cool. The only photo I've done was for Neil.
I love that, honestly.
That's so funny to me because at Boston Mule Balls, you would just turn around and Neil would just be there. So like that's just really funny to me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you should have one. But I feel like that's so hard to get started when you're that deep in. That's like a whole project that would take so much time, but that'd be pretty cool.
But also, if you do it, maybe more people will jump in like partway through because they can just look at the wiki.
That's true. That's true. Like instead of people like being like, oh, like there's so much to catch up on, like they could just do a refresh and jump in at the current point. I do plan to do all of it though at some point. I haven't had time because all I do is write now.
I haven't been listening to any podcasts.
The only podcast I listen to is like Dear John, Dear John, Dear John and Hank, Dear Hank and John.
I sometimes listen to the Kate and May's podcast, but very, very rarely.
I only listen to that, and it's only when I'm like folding laundry. Like that's like my listen to a podcast time. Because like I'm like I don't want to like be watching something unless it's something I don't actually need to be like physically watching. So I'm like folding laundry. So it's like I'll just like put my headphones in and listen to a podcast. It's like it usually takes me to fold. Usually it's more than one load of laundry that I need to fold when it's ready. It usually takes me about one full podcast to fold it all, so it works out.
Yeah, that's fun. I thought about doing the only one I've actually considered when Amy and I were going to do the photo op is like we were not going to obviously do the Jared Jensen ones because they were, one, very expensive and two, sold out. But we were going to do Brianna and, oh my God, what's the actress's name that played Jodie? It just left me. But those two.
I know.
Kim Rhodes. Brianna Buckmaster and Kim Rhodes. We were going to do that photo op. And also Rich and Rob. Rich Spate and Rob Benedict because we love them. But like we didn't end up doing it. So
I would probably do it for
episodes behind.
For Bob Morley and Eliza Taylor from the 100. I'd do them.
Ooh, that would be fun.
I would do them for sure. I love them.
I really don't know. I also don't watch a lot of things though.
I do.
So like right now,
not right now. I haven't been watching much though. I've been rewatching things lately, but I do watch a lot more stuff than you do in general.
But also, if you ask me like right now who I want to photo op with, I'd be like fucking Cody Christian.
God, right?
I mean, talk to Cody Christian for 5 seconds and tell him how much I love him and Teen Wolf.
Yeah, we got
a little Dylan.
It's fine,
but like I know that's not gonna last forever. Like I don't compare as much, I guess.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that the option's there and that it's hopefully not as expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they're so expensive.
Exactly. And again, it's like so expensive for like literally like 30 seconds. It's not like you're actually gonna have like a conversation with them. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
And so it's like it's not really worth that.
Okay, yeah, I would pay for that. I didn't even think of that option. Because that just seems like so out of the realm of possibilities to me. It didn't even occur to me. But okay, I mean, I would pay for Reese and Taika. Yeah,
that's probably something you could get at a con somewhere. Very expensive.
One day, yeah. Alexander's. I don't know who that is.
That name sounds. I don't know what that is.
I know Stargate.
I, for one, am shocked.
Yeah, I don't think about how much stuff I don't watch until I'm like faced with how much I could watch, and I'm like, no, I don't have the time for that or the focus.
I just wait till like I've heard enough about something on the internet, and then I wait till like no one cares anymore, and then I'm like, oh, that's that show everyone liked. I'm gonna go binge that this weekend while Justin's out of town. It's usually when I binge things when I'm alone and have nothing else to do.
He was on Game of Thrones. Oh, so Brie probably knows him.
Oh, is that why that name sounded familiar?
I still
don't know who it is, but I'm like, the name sounds familiar.
Let me see.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, man. He's very pretty. I understand.
Screaming's happening.
Screaming's always happening.
That's true. Constant screaming in my house. Justin is playing Fortnite and he's screaming at the Fortnite in the other room.
Sometimes I scream back at him.
Yeah, so if you hear the screaming in my background, it's Justin, my boyfriend, playing Fortnite.
Oh, he was in Primeval. Okay, I was like, I know this dude, but I don't know him from Teen Wolf. He was in Primeval.
I like binging a lot.
I like binging too.
But I like when like I'm so like into a show and it is like a weekly release and it's like the hype for that. But it's like I feel like it's been so long since I've had that for something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I feel like the last time like I felt that way was like for the 100, and I didn't finish that show because they fucked me over, me specifically, and also everyone in the show and everyone who watched it. They fucked us all over so hard. Yeah, I was like, I don't know when the last time like I felt like that for like a show was, that it was like super excited for like a weekly release and like watching it once a week.
Currently, that's 911 for me.
Everything else, I just binge. I wait till it's out and I binge it.
911 is so fun.
Although Justin doesn't really like to binge things, so it's like if there's something we want to watch together, like we usually will just watch one at a time, and I'm like, but we could watch 5 right now. Oh, okay. See, I know who that is. Tell me a character name, and I'm like, I know who that is. You tell me an actor name, and I'm like,
Yeah, Brie and I are good at watching things together because we both like to binge things.
Yeah. Oh, see, okay. This also gets me. I know who that is too.
Oh, and Gotham, yeah. Oh yeah, like the waiting and then being annoyed at the ending.
Yeah. I'm like, so, the other day, Casey and I were like, we should just rewatch all of The Flash because I'm not caught up on Flash.
That is DC.
Yeah. No, but that's what I was like saying. That's the shows I used to watch were like all of the DC. I used to watch that movie, and then I would get behind and then just binge whatever I missed, catch up with by the end of the season.
Audio just went super weird for a second.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh, it's back now. Okay.
Normal.
It sounded like you were gargling water, so that was new.
Who says I'm not?
Who says I'm not? You don't have any water next to you. Oh, you do. I thought
Bitch, I had coffee and soda, so I also brought. Look how much I've drank of it. I've drank my whole coffee and almost my whole soda, so I've only had a few sips of my water. But boy, did I bring it to feel healthy.
I think I also stopped in season 3.
I think I made it to 6 or 7.
We were talking about it though, because hydrate. You have to listen to Haley. She's our manager.
Hydrate or dehydrate.
I also do this though. I also stop like in the middle of shows so much and just never finish them because they annoy me or the fandom does or something.
Usually when I stop like a show like that, it's like I do want to keep watching just because like I'm curious enough to see how it ends, even if like I'm getting annoyed with it, which is like why I eventually finished Teen Wolf. But it's like I won't like the hype to like watch every week died down. So it's like eventually I'm like, oh, I'll just like when the season ends, I'll like binge like whatever episodes are left and then like I'll forget, like I'll do that, and then like when the new season comes back, I'm like, oh, it came back, and I'll be behind again. So like I'll do the thing where it's just like I binge and catch up, but I stopped doing that.
I can't put effort into that. I just don't care enough. So behind now. I didn't even know there was that much Flash.
There is.
Hey, I mean, I really obligated to not watch DC shows.
That's true. I really did like Flash.
I like Flash a lot. I need to wear 7
I think there's more than 7 because I stopped in 6 or 7, and there's more past where I stopped. I think there's at least 8. I could be wrong.
It just ended recently.
Look who's here! Hello! Hello. Punctual as it were. 2 hours and 25 minutes in. Good job.
Punctual.
Probably ending soon. You missed all the Deviant spoilers I definitely talked about.
There are so many ways to tell Barry he needs to run faster.
I mean, really, there really are. Fake. It seems fact. I didn't even see that. It seems fact. I love that. I'm just gonna start saying that now. It seems fact.
Stopped at the end of season 5. I think I stopped at 3.
I really don't know where I stopped. I'll have to like really look.
Oh, mine's just
right. Yeah, my hair's red.
Hers is.
Casey's new hair is just her undone hair.
Mine is just my roots.
It's just faded, so it's very red though, Eli. You can't see because my lighting here sucks, but it's super red right now. I wanted to go full Jillian, and you know who that is now, so I can say that, and you know what I mean.
I'm gonna redye mine soon. Hopefully, the end.
You very barely know Jillian, but it's okay. You've officially met her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can't call us babies anymore. We are adults now.
The real youngin has arrived.
The real youngin.
The youngest youngin to ever young.
The youngest. Eli, what's your nano plans? Are you doing nano?
You do know who that is. You know Jillian.
Ooh, are you doing the nanos?
One day you'll get more chapters. You're really close to the end, Eli, by the way, because we moved so much stuff. You have
so much stuff. You guys are so close to the end now.
I think Eli's on like 32 and it ends on 47. So real fucking close.
We moved a lot. I'm snapping you about it.
I don't know.
I don't know. You don't know what you're doing? I think you said you were going to do it though, right?
Yeah, you are doing nano, aren't you, Eli?
I think he just said today that he had a plan, but I don't know if it was a joke plan.
Is that excited for more chapters? Finishing the book? You're so close. Oh, right. That's what the plan was. We're like, that was today. You said that. We're like, we're pretty sure he said he had a plan.
Listen.
I do love that. 16, it comes for us.
Comes for us. Always does.
I like that. When you say 16% of Sanderson's word count, you mean like when Sanderson's doing nano and what he's doing? Is that what you mean? Because he usually does nano. Or are you just going to pick a book? Like which Sanderson word count? I'm concerned.
16% of the Stormlight would be a lot.
That's why I was like, that's still a lot. So what actually do you mean 60% of?
What is 16? Someone who knows how to do math, please tell me what 16% of like Rhythm of War is in words.
Oh my god. In words. Oh yeah, like word count wise. You'd have to look
because it's over 400,000, right?
It's over 400,000, I think. Oh, Eli, while you're here, chime in. What should we name this bunny? This is a bunny you will meet at one day in Deviants, and it needs a name. You don't get any other information than that. Do you want to suggest a name for the bunny? I'll add it to my list.
We just have this bunny might show everyone.
We have 3. I'm going to re-show the bunny anytime someone new pops up. Name my bunny, you bitch. Why'd you mute the bunny?
I think it's playing your music.
I mean, it's in the Chrome tab, so does it play my Spotify music in the Chrome tab?
It does when you share it on Discord.
Oh, that's fun.
We already have
just a name.
Just a name as well.
Okay, so his Sanderson account during it.
Okay,
funny bunny. Funny bunny.
But I still want to know the word count. It's like 16% of like whatever word the before is. Josh, do you know math? Josh, do math. I can't do math.
I bet Josh can do math. Josh is.
But okay, we have a second vote for butterscotch, so I think it's got to be butterscotch now.
Eli, someone else put butter. I don't remember which one of you already.
It was
someone else.
I think.
My Shakespeare said butterscotch. Said butterscotch.
It's 400,000 something, but you can.
It's 400,000 something. Chubby bunny. We do have to. Okay, so we have 2 people suggested butterscotch independently, so I will put that down here. Oh my god, why did I write that down? I wrote that wrong.
Yeah, you can just do like the even 400,000 because I know it's going to be a real big number, and I just want to see.
Yeah. So yeah, just 16% of 400,000. 64K. So it's more than a normal nano.
More than normal nano.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure Sanderson last year, like he did 50K, like he did the normal nano, like he
did a normal nano.
Did a normal person's word count, I think, because I remember we were writing way more than he was very early on.
Seeing like,
and I was like, we wrote more than Sanderson. Yeah, he was doing like a normal nano. I don't know if he's gonna do a normal nano this year, but I think last year his like word counts were pretty normal to the nano, like the normal nano 50K. It's
I like the snap makes it look like you want to murder him, and honestly, I understand.
No, listen. Honestly, the 20 different thousand versions of Wells you get in that show is one of the best parts of that show. It's one of the stupidest parts and one of the best parts simultaneously, and I don't understand.
It is like a really good joke. Like I like that they were just like, this is a joke now.
Yeah, it's literally just, they realized like that actor was just too good, and so we bring in different alternate versions of Wells every like season.
I wish they had done that in Teen Wolf when they liked an actor instead of bringing back the character. I wish they had brought back the character as a different like the actor as a different character. Because like if I see Kate Argent one more goddamn fucking time.
Fuck Kate Argent. All right, this bunny can go away now. Eli put in a name. Destroy one and the same. Oh yeah, I do too. I do too. I mean, like OG Wells is like a good villain, first of all, and then all the other Wells are just really great. I don't even know which one's my favorite of like the other Wells, because I know I have one, but I'd have to rewatch. I don't know which one it is anymore because they're all Wells. Like they basically like they'd have different like ways of calling him something, but like they were all Wells. They were all really good though. They were like all really funny and different.
I didn't see that many of them, I don't think. I've seen like edits and stuff, but
it's pretty stupid. I bet we can find a compilation.
Oh no, what's not happening?
I want you to know we the other day we were talking about trying to come. There's a character in Deviants who decides to name the Deviants. The Deviants, for anybody who don't know, are like the people with the superpowers. We were like, like Cisco in the Flash, like how we came up with everybody's names, like their superpower names or their villain names. And then I was like, and so then we decided there's got to be a compilation of every time he's named someone, and we went and found one and watched like an 18-minute video of every single time Cisco has named someone in the Flash. It was a good time. It's a good.
Cisco might be my favorite.
Last year, I think during Nano, I feel like it was during Nano, wasn't it? When we did that during Nano, we were talking about like certain powers that like one of my characters has, and like I think we were just like talking about like how like the similarities between what's her face on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
And I like only watched like season 1. Like there was so much just Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. we didn't watch.
Much.
And then so we like found a compilation of every time this character used her powers, and it was like hour long video, and we watched the entire thing for no reason, really. Like, it didn't help, but anyway. Yes,
they've always had a name.
They've always had a name. What I was trying to find that day was like what they use as their username, like when they're online. Yeah. And we did come up with that. It's a joke.
Yeah, that's a great name.
Yeah, but that person already has a name. And finally has a face cast. I recently finally face cast that character. We've done a lot of work with that character recently, actually, and I'm pretty excited about all the stuff we did with that character.
Me too.
Casey has decided she super loves that character.
I do. I love him. He's so much fun. I mean, I always loved him, but like I love him more now that we've done so much work. So much. I never watched much of it, but I liked what I saw.
I didn't get far in it. Like I liked it. Like I like all of anything that's got superheroes. Like I will watch. If it's bad, I don't care. I'm gonna watch. Like that's who I am as a person. And sometimes if it's bad, it's still fun. But yeah, I didn't get far in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and I don't know if it was just because I didn't like it or I was just lazy. I don't remember why I didn't finish it.
Can we tell?
No. Can I? I mean, I could.
Spoiler.
But like, it's not gonna make sense.
It doesn't mean anything. Yeah, it's just a username.
No, I mean it does mean something.
It doesn't mean anything to Josh.
Yeah, but I feel like it's like better reading it in the context of that conversation.
Probably.
Because like we do talk about it. I mean, he doesn't tell you what it means, but like someone makes fun of it, and then he's like, "Well, actually, it's really funny."
That's pretty ridiculous, but also sounds very familiar, and I think that's the character that we were watching the compilation for.
Oh yeah.
Right? Because that person kept going like the character we were watching the compilation for kept going like evil and then good again and then evil and then good again.
Oh yeah, and the compilation we were watching was for the main character. I don't remember what's her name in the beginning. Her name changes. She becomes Sky.
I don't know her name.
She is Sky, and then she changes her name to something else. I don't remember. The main character, the main girl in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. We watch a compilation of every time she uses her powers. But yeah. That's exciting. Fun. I love that. I've gone to an in-person like writing thing once in my life, and it was so much fun. And I like moved not long after I did that, and so I couldn't go back to that group. It made me sad. I got better as it went. Because like again, I never finished it. I don't know if it was just because like I got behind and I just never caught back up again. Like I wasn't like hating it. I don't think Sky was her name because like I don't remember. Yeah, it was Quake. That was the other name that she goes by, like the superpower name, Quake. Anyways, Daisy was the original name. That's what it was. The Sky, Daisy, and Quake. She had 3 names. Listen, we've all been there. While we read through, process everything everybody said.
Yeah.
Yeah, we watched that compilation because I think it was like we were talking about. Because I was like, I never got far enough into Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. to actually see her use the power. See her like become Quake. But like I knew about it, and I was like, oh, like it sounds similar to like something else that I was doing in Deviants, and I was like, but I don't know like what they did with it because I never actually watched it. So we're like, okay, we could probably find like a thing like where we see her use her power, and we're like, here's an hour plus compilation of every time she uses her power, and like we watched the whole thing together, and we're like, she's good, she's evil, she's betraying her friend, she's good, she's bad. Like what's happening in this show? And there was
so much.
By the way, in that like hour plus compilation we watched, there's a 0.2 clip of like some villain of the week type thing where you see somebody like you do something super powery and we're like, that looks cool. Who the fuck is that? We never figured it out. We couldn't figure it out. I'd have to watch the whole entire show to figure out where that person showed up and then find what they're credited as and then see what they were actually supposed to be doing. We got so hung up on it. We spent like 3 hours after watching that compilation trying to figure out who the fuck that fucker was, what they could do.
Daisy was the name she was given by her homicidal parents, and Sky was the name she chose.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Okay. I just remember she had multiple names.
I don't remember anything. I remember I was going to watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and then Winter Soldier came out, and I was like, how are they going to continue with S.H.I.E.L.D. when there is no S.H.I.E.L.D.? And then they like did weird stuff with it.
Oh, man. I'm so tired.
Should we wrap up soon?
We probably should. We're almost at 3 hours, and we were planning to only go for about 2. So, yeah. But then Eli just got here, and we started talking about all the weird shit we do during Nano, like watching an hour-long compilation of something. Yeah, I was like, but who was? I was like, I think it was you, Josh, who was trying to help us figure out who that character could be.
Like, I remember. I remember like messaging Josh.
Yeah.
Oh, was it?
We didn't.
I'll have to
maybe that's what we watch together next is Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. We're just going to go back. Maybe. Watch that bitch turn evil and good and evil and good a lot, apparently.
Is my favorite MCU movie, and I will stand by that.
Yeah, it's good.
Possibly. Yeah, I remember being like, someone help us.
Oh, S.H.I.E.L.D. going away is the best part of the show. Okay. That's good to know. That's interesting. Now that makes me kind of want to watch it.
Listen, every time we were talking about this last night because we stopped watching Teen Wolf, and I was like, okay, I got to go to bed, and then we were still on like half an hour later, and I was like, we should have just watched another episode of Teen Wolf.
Every time, so we spent the last fucking month watching Teen Wolf, so we would watch however much together, and then Casey would be like, okay, it's this late, so I should probably go to bed. Instead of watching another one, that's the debate. It was like, oh, do we stay up and watch another 40-minute episode? But by the time we actually get off to hang out with each other, it's like another 20 to 40 to an hour has passed, and it's like we could have just watched another episode every time.
And we never, very rarely now. We got better at it in November. I feel like last November, hanging up.
It's amazing after that's high praise, Josh. Now I'm really tempted.
Because
I'll watch anything with fucking superpower, and then we could figure out who that 1 second guy was.
Who that 1 second guy was that I loved. He looked so cool.
Because the thing he did reminded me of our mystery character that we won't talk about.
Yeah, it did. It was so cool.
And so I was like, I want to know what that is and what he's doing and how I can take inspiration.
It's the only way to do video calls. Let's do Monster of the Week until we're sorted. And it's like, okay.
Cool, okay.
I cannot speak of this topic. I legally cannot say anything.
Legally cannot have opinions.
Yeah, Eli. I guess you don't know what my plan is for this NaNoWriMo.
Right, we have to go into it every time.
So, as you know, as I think everyone knows, we rewatched all of Teen Wolf in exactly a month. And then I decided to rewrite all of Teen Wolf for Nano. I mean, I'm not going to get it all done in November, but working on it.
That's the project, yeah.
But that's the project. That's what I'm doing.
Also, Eli, I think you technically know who this character is, but you don't know a lot about them. I was saying mystery character because I don't think Josh knows anything about this character. And Josh is the other beta reader in the chat, so you might know who this is. I'm not going to say it here, though. You might have some information on that character.
It's different levels of good. Okay.
I'm tempted.
I'm so Teen Wolf focused. I can't do it right now. Oh yeah, that has to be an interesting episode.
Oh man, okay. Maybe that's something we'll do next year. Is that about you knowing the character? Probably.
We can do it after.
I will say, here's a little hint for you guys. If you follow my writing Instagram, I may have mentioned this character very recently, although I'm not following my prompts anymore. I've skipped many days for my NaNoWriMo thing. But that character has been mentioned on the Instagram as well.
On Instagrams. You have an echo theory?
What the fuck is your echo theory?
I know the echo theory.
I don't know what the echo. Do I know? Eli, DM me. I don't know what we're talking about. What do I know what this is? Have I just forgotten something? I don't know.
Mm-hmm. I remember you rewatching Psych or talking about having rewatched Psych, and then I wanted to rewatch Psych, but I never did it because I don't rewatch anything. But I love fucking Psych. My mom's been rewatching Monk because it's been on recently, so she's been watching so much Monk.
My mom used to love Monk. She would just watch reruns of it all the time. It's her favorite show.
Yeah, I mean, I also love Monk. It's so good.
I mean, Monk's good. It's good.
Wait, just before you have it.
My DM from Eli pops up. LOL. Hi. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna.
My boy was mentioned. I'm back, Haley. Echo. Yeah, we know who Haley's. We know. We are aware.
Oh, okay. So you didn't tell me this theory. Hang on. I can't say this to Casey. I'm gonna take a picture of what Eli just sent me and send it to you.
Monk is so good.
This is
such a good actor.
Interesting. I think I can't. I'm not going to speak words right now, but I'm going to send this to Casey.
We're not going to tell Josh.
Actually, hang on. I'll only send this to Casey and Haley because Haley's also here. Hang on. Wrong chat.
My top 5 favorite show of all time. Yeah, I feel that. It's been so long since I watched it. I don't think I could say that, but it was so good when it was happening. Although I don't know if I ever finished it. I do that a lot with shows, even if I really like them. I just don't fully finish them.
I can't speak the words, so you just have to read that message and then not respond live, Casey.
Yeah, I don't think I could. When did Psych happen? It's been so long.
Oh god, the fucking eggplants just popping up in this chat.
Oh yeah, could you guys keep saying echo over Silence. Listen.
I will neither confirm or deny anything that you're saying here, Eli. The vague memories you think you have, I won't contribute to those vague memories that you may.
We're having very similar journeys, but I'm on a Teen Wolf journey and you were on a Psycho journey.
Silence.
Bye. Thanks for stopping.
Bye. Thanks for stopping by.
We'll see you around the Discord and the Tumblr.
I sent you guys another picture of what you guys
said. So long ago.
The continued.
It was so long.
The continued.
Oh, what else? He said.
I will say, I do realize that I have to be more careful about things I do chat about plot-wise now that all my beta readers are in the writing group.
I know.
Not all of my beta readers, but 90% of the beta readers are also in the writing group. So.
Oh my god. This would be pure chaos.
Ooh, that would be insane.
That would be pure fucking chaos.
I need to find a way to talk about my characters in code, Casey. Let's just do the Teen Wolf code. Let's confuse the shit out of everybody.
Oh yeah, so we're gonna do a Teen Wolf code where we assign Teen Wolf characters to Bree's characters.
Every time we were watching, like while we were watching Teen Wolf, like especially like in the first like 2 seasons, every time like somebody would do something, I'd be like, oh, like that character was Rainy the whole time, like just like comparing them to my characters because it was funny. Like they do something that I was like, that's very nice of them. So we were joking about like trying to see like which one is the most like which of my characters, and then that's the code I would talk in. So we'd be like, oh well, my Derek and my Theo and my this as my characters, so you guys would have no idea who the fuck I was talking about, and then I could talk more openly about my plot, sort of.
I think I watched most of it live.
You were so like you have previous knowledge, which Eli may or may not be thinking he's drawing upon here with his vague memories.
I don't know if RC is still here, but RC. And also Rachel, obviously.
Everybody should read Mistborn.
Mistborn is so good. It's so well done.
Yeah.
The plot structure is insane.
God. The end of Hero of Ages is still my favorite ending to a series I've ever read.
That makes sense. And do you ever think about the fact that Jeff Davis wrote Criminal Minds and Teen Wolf? Because it hurts my brain every time I remember it.
I don't think about that.
Physically hurts me because, like, what, dude, were you doing drugs when you were writing Teen Wolf? Like, what happened to you? Like, where is the thought process? Where is the, like, connecting the dots? Because Criminal Minds is all about like connecting specific dots. Even Haley liked Mistborn.
That's true. Haley finally read it.
Oh, Josh wanted us to tell you to read Mistborn because you should read Mistborn. Mistborn is very, very good. It has my favorite ending to a series I've ever read.
Same.
For the original trilogy.
The original trilogy. Second trilogy. We're about to find out how that ends.
We're about to find out.
Confirm if it's going to be a good ending that I like or not. I'm scared. Can I actually tell you how scared I am for the end of Lost Metal?
So scared. Yeah.
Yes. RC's like, I've heard tell of the Sanderson.
You would definitely like it.
For sure.
It's so fun.
I said eyeballs to Eli, and then Eli eyeballed my eyeballs.
People's eyeballs? Don't touch eyeballs. It's so good. It's so good. It's such a good ending.
I will say though, anytime you have theories like that, you should tell me. I want, like, when you guys have theories, I want to know, because you don't really talk much about like a theories in the doc when you're reading. Like you leave comments, but like I feel like you don't like go in depth. So if you have like in depth theories as you're reading, I want to know what they are. I won't say anything in regards to them, but then I get to send them to Casey and like laugh about them or be like, oh shit, they know something. Either or, whichever direction it goes in. Yeah. That's fun for me. We riot for sure.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. If anything bad shit's gonna happen, Eli. Like, if anything bad happens, it's gonna be a very pleasant book. Nothing bad will happen at all.
Nothing bad will happen.
I mean, if you did, I just don't remember. If it was a while ago, I don't remember. I do screenshot like all the interesting things you guys say. But Yeah, I don't remember. So I feel like that was maybe something if you commented it was a while ago because I don't remember anything. And also it takes so long for those docs to fucking load.
Oh my god.
I don't tend to go back through the old comments unless like I'm trying to do a thing or something.
The Haley's and I have started doing a weird thing for Brie that it doesn't do for me, and it's scary because she showed it to me the other day and I don't like it.
Casey and Haley's doc now has the entire book and all of Casey's comments. Haley hasn't finished it yet, so it's only got all of Casey's comments, but it's a lot.
You're too young to get that.
What you say? Oh my god.
Gosh. Listen. Yeah, that was targeted.
You are targeted.
You are targeted.
We had a whole conversation earlier before you were here live about how you and like anyone else that's like younger in like the different discords like don't sometimes get references. We talked about the whole My Immortal thing and the nun pizza with left beef. We were just talking about that earlier. It's a good time. Do you get it?
Do you get
Good question. Do you get it? I sure do not. Eli, I love you so much.
Do you know the Double Rainbow Across the Sky song? Double rainbow all the way across the sky. Oh my god, look at that rainbow. Because I quoted it in the Discord. Well, Brie.
It's in the Also, while I have both Eli and Josh here, I know Eli has not been clicking, at least previously said, not been clicking on the spoilers I post in the beta Discord. Josh, have you been clicking on the spoilers in the beta Discord? I'm curious.
I'll fill it up for you.
The what? It's time to educate Eli on old stuff from the internet.
Why does it say it's from 2015? This song is way older than that.
Yeah, I didn't think you were because you said you were resisting. Josh, do you click all of them, Josh? Do you have questions? Josh, did you click everything? All of the stuff about the tiger?
Did you see our tiger?
Or like the day when we just lost our fucking minds over a tiger? Did you click those?
Oh my god, I love that.
Oh, that's good. I really wanted the Pizza John, Pizza with Love John shirt, but I didn't get it.
It's very good. Okay, I can't find the Gregory Brother video right now.
So many tigers, Josh. Like I have to like wonder what's going through your brain if you're reading all of these. Because you're also so much earlier in the actual book with context. You're on like chapter 9. That's my favorite thing. I will say anything that I've been posting in there that's like in the spoiler bars isn't so spoilery that like it's going to spoil a plot thing. Like I won't post anything like that.
No, so, it's just like vague.
Yeah, it's fake stuff. And if I don't put it in spoiler bars, but I put it in those channels, it's like absolutely so out of context you couldn't relate it to it. Like when you read that chapter, you're gonna be like, I don't understand why this quote is here. It doesn't make any sense. But the ones that are in spoiler bars are like technically related, but they're still very vague. Except the tiger. The
tiger is not vague. The tiger
is not vague at all.
The tiger is my best friend. Something like the rest of it. Okay. Good. Yeah, I figured
I love but Josh reads all of them. I'm gonna think about that every time we post one now.
Well, he's been reacting to a lot of them.
I didn't get those reactions the other day, remember?
Oh yeah, that's true. You're just going crazy.
We really lost our shit on Tiger Day.
We lost our shit. There were 20.
Eli, there's like 20 plus quotes about a tiger. Don't worry about it.
The chapter thing, because we've been moving all the chapters around, it still says like 55 to whatever, and it just says tiger next to it. So remember what chapter it is.
All of those are moved to book 2 now, by the way. But
yeah. Listen.
One day there's a tiger. We haven't named the tiger.
We have not named the tiger. We tried. Name the doggy. The doggy has already been named.
Eli. Who's the one? Okay, I will say, when I named the dog, I asked in the Mage's Discord, and one of you bitches told me to name it Biscuit, so I did. And then you read that I had her call him Sir Doggy before she names him, and you were like, no, this should be... Was it you who named it Biscuit? I don't remember.
Yeah, because biscuits. You know our biscuit happenings?
I mean, I know about biscuits. No one else knows about biscuits. Casey, I almost called you Haley.
That's fine. I almost called you Haley earlier when I was talking to my mom.
All the time. Haley, you're always with us.
You are. She was actually with us the other night.
She was. We had a Haley. I love Haley.
I also love Haley. That you asked right.
That's me.
That's me. Okay, should we wrap up?
Because we should. We're about to hit 3 hours, and it's already 8 p.m. for me, and I got so much writing actual stuff to do.
I gotta eat something. I'm nauseous.
We will probably try to. I don't know if we'll get like another prep live show in before November, but we'll definitely try to do some live stuff during November, like writing sprints and stuff and fun stuff. We'll probably try to see if we can get Haley on for one of those. So just keep an eye out, and we'll let you guys know like when we do any live stuff. But we will constantly be in the Mages Discord, shouting our bullshit, crying about tigers and stuff.
And doing
sprints. And doing sprints. We will be doing so many sprints in November. So if you're writing and you want to write with us,
I might do pre-nano sprints too, because I got to do voice stuff.
Yeah. So thank you everyone for coming and hanging out with us and chatting and helping me name a bunny. Very important writing related stuff. Yeah. Thanks. I don't remember how to end a live show. Casey, how do we end these? Do we just leave?
End button. Ready?
Bye.